Every single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day, I'm gonna make.
Yeti. There we go. Hey guys, Tony the Soy Sauce Assassin. Tonight we have a smoke together again, kind of. Well, you know, I announced it while we got a smoke anyway. So we have a few people joining us tonight. Let's see who's joining us tonight. Like whenever I kind of pin my own face on this, I can't see who's joined. So we have Albert, we have Brendan, we have James and Josh. So, and we have Joe Sparaccio on the other side. You guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
So
Just call me God.
So here we go. Let me see if this works. There's change layout, blah blah blah. Tile. There we go. At least we got the tile. And I'm in the little corner. Corner seat.
Did you just call me God?
You know what?
Well, you said we have James. Oh God.
I did not get that. That's okay.
Well, you said the rest of my name, James. Oh God.
Oh. Lame. Lame, that's too lame. Oh my god.
He's starting early tonight.
No, we start late tonight.
It was early in the morning.
He's got 7 hours on us, man.
We started late tonight because I couldn't get the camera to work. But you know, now it's working now. I'm gonna smoke the clown, like we talked about today. Very cedary, bobber pole. Alright, and of course, you know, we have Brendan here. You know, hey Brendan, good job for the Cigar King, yo. I received the package. Did you see my review? Can you hear us? I don't know if you can hear us.
Yeah, I have you. I'm just trying to see if it's my microphone that's causing the echo. Somebody's got an echo going like crazy.
Oh, hey, Brandon.
Oh,
Possibly
hey,
mine, huh?
hey, James. Didn't see you over there.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right. What we can do is let me see if I can find filters. Here we go. I can turn on my filter even higher so that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's yours or what. That's why I was shutting my microphone off to see if it was going through mine.
Is it
or
better?
not.
So, Brandon, you gonna send Chapin his 5-pack?
No, I got to see Tony actually mean it. It's not the whole thing about making up fake like Google reviews and being a smartass.
Wow.
That's not what it's all about. Just going like, hey, I'm going to type a bunch of smartass.
Now he's giving out. Now he's giving
I believe it.
conditions. He's like, oh no, no. Come on.
Yeah. Hold on, wait, Albert. You believed it. That's why Tony posted it's only gonna be up for 2 days, and then he'll take it down because it's all bullshit. He can't leave it up.
I wanted to make sure that you realized that, you know, since you're the judge in this thing. So I didn't want to say that.
I just saw it today. I haven't been on Facebook hardly at all, dude. Like I haven't been on any social media in the last couple of days, barely at all. Like the last week, probably, but. No, I saw it. I saw the whole long like dissertation, fake review.
No, I wouldn't call that fake review.
No, it's fake. If it's a review, go write it on Cigar King's website then.
I copy and paste
And leave
over
it.
the Cigar King. Just copy and paste over the Cigar King. That's okay.
And leave it. No, if I copy and paste it, then it's me putting it. You've got to put it and leave it. Not say you're gonna delete it in 2 days.
No, I said I'll leave it for 2 days so I can get it. I can off the hook. You know?
And then what are you gonna do with it after the 2
Nothing.
days?
Just leave it there.
Well, then why say leave it for 2 days?
I will leave it for 2 days.
Leave it forever.
No, I will leave it for 2 days or I say anything else about any other places. I will not say anything about Cigar.
Here's the great thing. Sometimes no response is a better response.
What do you mean?
Yeah, why would you not say anything about Cigar King?
No,
shit,
I got
gotta go.
literally here.
You see
Literally,
a problem with it?
literally, there's no problem at all, and that's literally. If you read my post, you'll know. At the bottom, I say if it's too long, you didn't read. I got my package just fine, as usual, as expected.
Oh, I read
Yeah,
the
but
whole thing.
You said now you're not going to write anything else about Cigar King. Why?
No, I wouldn't have to, because like I said, even if I write good things about it and there's not thing about it, it's just as expected. Like I bought Cigar, should I expect my cigar?
That's the same thing as a complaint.
That's not.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it
How is
is.
that a complaint?
Thank you.
How is that a
It's
complaint?
a backhanded complaint.
How is that a complaint?
Oh my God. Are we still talking about this?
No, how is that a
I didn't
complaint?
even-
I will let you know
Matt,
how is that a complaint.
Hey,
Hey,
Matt.
there's a cigar and a 5-pack right on this thing, you know.
I didn't even want to talk about it. That's why I didn't even respond on the post whatsoever because I
No,
didn't
but
want to
what,
get into
but
it.
what part of it is a complaint? I did not complain about anything. I say I bought a cigar. I expected. Great. What else? What part of it is not expected? What part of it is a complaint? Can't you gotta justify if you say that's a complaint. Then where's the complaint from? I didn't complain. I say it was expected.
I got this really cool stuff from Whiff Industries. And I have no complaints about it whatsoever. It's working really well in my car.
Yeah,
We love you,
as
Tony.
expected. You buy something, you expect it to work, right? So as
I
expected,
actually expected it not to work.
We love you, Tony. Yeah.
you expected not to, or why did you buy it?
I didn't buy it.
So
When did I say that I bought it? I
well,
said
you
I
got
received it
okay. So why do you use it then? Why would you use something that you expect not? That's a
to try it.
Is there an HR department within Shadow Smokers? Or
Yeah, right?
yeah. Here, the HR
you
is
can
here.
take this?
HR is here.
too?
HR is here.
I think that's Michael Wells.
Hey, HR's here.
Sherry.
You'll see
HR's
my,
here.
my cigar holder as seen on TV.
Yeah.
No, my
Sometimes-
main point. No, you guys
sometimes-
gotta get my main point here, right?
Yeah, but sometimes you have to buy things to see if they work, or sometimes you have to get stuff in to see if it works.
But yeah, but the main point of buying something so that you expect them to work as advertised. Else, why will you get something that doesn't?
Oh, Michael's here finally. Yeah, well, okay. Good morning.
Right? So I expect good service, good product from Cigar King, and I got it. So that's what I say. And then what else do you want me to say? I mean, if I say that is a complaint and you fear that it's not sincere, it can help.
Tony, I love you. You're huge. You're amazing. You're great. I
That's
love
what
you, Tony.
happens. You just have to make fun of it, and then you think that justifies everything. Come on, man. No, I'm just telling the truth. I got nothing to lose in this, right?
Yeah, Tony, you didn't think we were gonna let you off the hook easy, did you?
No, of course not. How could you?
I
do
was
that?
never on the hook. What kind of hook am I on? Like I got nothing to lose in this game.
You said in 2 days you're off the hook. You think
Yeah,
that's
because
gonna
after
work that
2
way?
days, I'm gonna do something else. I get to
Hey,
complain about
Sherry?
something else, right?
Hey, Sherry, cigar mom.
Hey, Brandon.
I love you, girl.
I love you too.
I think it's Josh's.
Yeah,
Either Josh. Josh, can you mute your microphone for just a sec?
Yeah, Sherry, you're just as expected.
Okay, so go ahead, Brendan. You're still here, back and stuff.
Yeah, I just want to say, Sherry, I love you.
Is she just
love
as
you back.
expected?
I'm as yes.
Echo is gone, right? Echo is gone.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think it's on Josh's.
That's Josh's.
Background noise.
It's all right. We don't need his microphone on, anyways. Yes. Hey, that's a complaint. You got to take it up with Michael Wells in the HR department.
Yeah.
It's all the kids riding their bikes around the neighborhood here.
I don't know.
Why am I HR?
Because I couldn't be
that's
one.
his point. Because you're the last
nepotism.
I mean, I obviously cannot appoint myself to the HR, so someone else had to.
Because you do it so well, you know, especially at work.
I do great at HR at work. Tell everybody to fuck off.
So we have on the chat side, we have Joe, we have Matt, we have Quick 30. Quick 30 is always on. I'm telling you, Quick 30, you need to join us. I don't know why you don't, but you know,
That's my man, Quake.
you need to just go make a Facebook. I don't care. And Brad is on.
Quake 30's the man.
Right.
See,
Matt
that's the
Johnson
problem.
is too.
If I'm sincere and if I just talk about all the good things of the world, you'll be like, hey, this is not Tony. Tony had to cannot be this. Cannot no, he's on drugs.
Yeah,
So
we
no,
decided to let
I
Matt
have
in
to
this time,
I have to maintain my way after so long, right? If something I have to, you know? But again, I wasn't the one that's complaining this time. I say I received whatever I got, good, and that was good price, good. I mean, that's what review really is. It's the spirit. It's the moment that you have a good good feeling, and then you go comment about it, about your good experience. It doesn't always keep that way. But
Yeah, I like your review, dude. Like, I had a good experience. Sprinkle in a little smart ass with another good experience. Sprinkle in a little smart ass with another good smart ass experience. Sprinkle in some smart ass and a little bullshit.
But that's how I write all my reviews.
I love it.
But that's how I write all my reviews.
That's bullshit.
No, that's not how you write
That's
all
not
of your
true.
reviews.
That is not like I've never seen you write a review like that ever.
Where did you see my reviews?
Every time you've ever talked about cigars, you never went into that like that. You never did reviews that way.
No, I write different than I speak.
Come on, dude. You write in Chinese and speak in Chinese. You don't write reviews different than the way that you speak them.
I do.
Tony, you write the same way we hear you.
No, you don't.
You actually do.
I do not write the same way you hear me.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
I don't.
100%. 100%. 100%, dude. I had a lady that was I think she was Chinese. It was my first lady. She's actually the lady that got me to start my mechanic shop. And she called me up one time. She says, "A friend told me that you can fix crutch on my car." And I said, "I'm sorry, what?" And I really didn't understand her because the phone was bad. And every R was an L. I said, "Can you text it to me?" So she literally texts me and says, "Can you fix my crutch master cylinder?" Like, she texted Asian, like English Asian. You do the same thing.
I don't do that.
I don't do that shit.
HR, can you
Tony,
That's a big difference. No. There's a big difference between.
Hold on.
There's a big difference between whatever I write on Facebook and whatever I write normal.
Hold on, Michael.
But what when you're messaging me, it is written in the same like dialect that you speak English.
Yeah, obviously that's not count as writing. Do you write your essays the same way you speak?
Generally, it's similar.
No, it's not. You don't do that. I mean,
This is turning racial.
when you speak, you can speak without grammar. When you chat, you can chat without grammar. But when you write, sometimes you kind of have to deal with grammar. Kind of different.
I love Beaver.
That's for you, Matt.
Beaver, Utah.
Yep. I'm making sure that we're not being too sexual.
Joe is saying that we need a
I don't
neutral
want a complaint filed.
moderator. We need a neutral moderator.
I don't want a complaint filed.
Yeah,
But,
'cause-
speaking of Beaver, Utah.
Yes, sir.
Michael Wells has he's nepotism thing going on. He can't be HR. His brother.
That's
Yeah.
what Utah was famous for.
It's not nepotism.
Yeah,
We're not
nepotism.
related. We're not related.
Hey.
Neither are James and I either.
Hey, you don't get to fuck Shinman's ad on the chat. Did that. Who's down to the knob?
Yeah, who's smoking their cigar down to the nub tomorrow at 3 p.m. Pacific? Sherry. Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, see the plug games. You can't do that all that often, man. Anyways, let's talk about cigar. let's talk about cigar. I have enough crap to. I felt too much of my thing and everything, and not. Anyway.
I think it will come in through your fingers when you were typing the review.
Huh? Anyway, let's talk about cigars. So today I'm smoking this clown, and I literally do not know what brand this is from because there is no name of that brand. Like, you just get a clown, which is kind of cool, but in the way, come on, you really have to call clown like hair and mouth kind of thing, like, and then forget your own brand here, and I don't know.
So Martine, what brand is it?
Martine like
Oh,
this.
by the way, I'm here. But you can't use the John Wayne Gacy clown either.
It is the Dunley Honduras tobacco.
Dunley Honduras tobacco. Now I have to be honest with you, I never heard of.
Right, it's a new brand.
Yeah. So no, I mean they did decoration is shiny and you know where it's supposed to be matte, kind of matte Aztec. That's kind of that I think whoever draw this must watch much back.
I
Looks
can't
like
smoke that cigar. I can't have that cigar in my humidor.
Why?
Because clowns induce violent tendencies.
That's not true.
Yeah, it makes you think of the film It, don't it?
Dude, I freaking hate clowns.
This thing reminds me of Twisted Metal, the clown.
Yeah, I saw your review. So if you didn't watch a review, and we really don't need to review it here, so just go watch the video. So I just gotta tell you whether I like it or don't. That's pretty much it.
So see, Martine, there's your chance to plug your review right there.
Yeah, see, that's where you
There
plug
go.
yourself,
Yeah, so
Martine.
if you're not subscribed to my channel, Martina Maya Cigar Reviews.
Brandon just said that's where you plug yourself.
11 a.m.
You know, I'm gonna change this channel name to Plug.
I'm gonna leave that alone. No comment.
Hey, by the way, guys, 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Great. That's a good one right there. Yeah, I'm gonna change this channel to Plugs. Right, just everybody plug in there to their crap. Right? Plug it in.
No comment.
Wait, what kind of plug?
Why are you plugging your crap? But
Yeah, I thought we got too many official complaints.
we're talking about plugging your crap. We're not talking about anything else.
That's why I
The
said
John
no
Wayne
comment.
Gacy Crown. Krusty the Clown doesn't mess
complain.
around. Krusty
I
the
don't know how
Clown.
you guys got
Isn't that
these
from like
complaints.
Simpsons? Krusty the Clown.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That-
crusty.
But like that clown never get to kill. So that clown. No way. I guess. I don't know.
Since I was 80% of the complaints, you know, if I quit and just make no comment, then you guys can say what y'all want.
So, cigar is a lot of dirt and dirt. Much seed. Kind of spicy a little bit. Like how I.
You get any cedar out of that cigar?
Yeah, I got a little cedar right there. I just got more cedar.
Should I smoke this, or should I smoke this?
AJ Fernandez.
No,
Oh no, my father's right there.
I got a different line to go.
No, it's my father's. Look to my father. What's the small one? What's the? I can't even see. What is that?
It's straight from Vegas. If I smoke this, I'll be night in like 3 minutes.
No, put it up again. So I just zoomed in. I can see it.
Is it a Black and Mild with weed?
No, it's not a black and mild.
It's a blunt.
Okay.
This is a nighttime pen. This is a night pen.
Okay. Well, just in case you passed out, I will say my father's is the choice.
Okay. Or should I smoke them at the same time?
I don't know what to say about.
That means night after 1.5 minutes?
What about you, Hashimoto? Why are you smoking?
The negotiator.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw the thing. Brendan, what happened to my negotiator?
I was waiting for a real review to be posted.
Uh-oh.
I did post a review. I mean, I don't have complaints. It's either good or bad. I mean, nothing.
Just poking the bear.
Now, you guys watch? Did you guys watch Bob Cigar Guy's show today? It was his 50th birthday today?
Yep. Yep.
No? Dude, Brenda,
Yeah.
you missed it. He was smoking the Woody.
I thought we were banned from these things, Tony.
Woody is a legit cigar. Shut up.
Oh, you actually mean he was smoking the woody cigar?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just get this
Oh,
clear,
well,
okay? I have a nice for
it's
like a
different.
day,
You have to
and that's
clarify.
driving me insane. So I have a lot inside my mind right now. So if you poke the bear is gonna start swearing. Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll keep poking, man.
I will too.
You might get his real opinion on the Cigar King order.
No, but that's the thing. The Cigar King doesn't bother me. That's the thing. When they, I said this before, right? But when they send the cigar, they're quick, right? The package is great. That's fine, right? Everything is expected. But originally, the problem is with what Sherry have. Like, having not even fun with. That was the only problem. But when they ship quick. It was got here this. In fact, it's supposed to get here yesterday. It would have been quicker, and I would have not had to change the review to 4 days. It should have 3 days because they ship
Will you
2 day
order
priority.
from him again?
Of course, why not? Will I order from them again? Yes, I will. The price is good. I mean, I can't complain about the prices. The price is good.
What
Right.
can you complain about?
Huh?
What can you complain about?
The only thing I could complain about is something that, like Sherry. Right, Sherry, you wanna, did your problem get solved, Sherry?
You're muted,
Sure.
Sherry.
My problem was solved by the real cigar mechanic.
Yeah, see, now had to solve it, but first you had to contact Cigar Mechanic. What happened? Not to, but then that's why Cigar Mechanic is one of the characters in my review. Without it,
See, that's why
wouldn't be
he
the
was
same,
best.
right?
Yeah,
Without him,
I
it wouldn't be the.
emailed
No, see,
them.
that's the thing. If Cigar Mechanic wasn't in
emailed
the
them.
picture, if Cigar Mechanic wasn't in the picture, a lot of us probably would never buy. Because Cigar Mechanic was in the picture, have, right?
Excuse you.
Which,
Yeah,
by
I
the way,
emailed
Sherry,
them. I emailed them at Brandon's. Brandon told me to email them about a 5-pack, and they never got
Thanks,
back to
Martinez.
me. And when I said that, he got back to me and is gonna fix it for us. He loves me.
I
Everybody
do.
loves
I
Sherry.
do. I'm gonna get that mailed out to you, by the way, too.
See?
Because
No?
I hope it's not
Wait,
broken
time
when
out.
it gets here.
yeah, time out. I'm not gonna mail it out. I'm gonna have Luis Cuevas mail it out to you.
Yeah, if you're gonna
that
mail it
would-
out, it will
that
take
would
5
work.
years.
But
Make sure you get that shit signed, Sherry.
yeah, if you want him to sign it, I'm gonna have Luis. I'm gonna have Luis send that directly to you. You want me to have him sign it? Okay,
Absolutely.
See?
done
Yes.
deal.
You see how that went from something negative to something positive because it was handled correct. So now that experience, Sherry will have positive. Because had this not been a bad thing, Sherry will not get assigned.
Yeah, but Cigar King didn't have anything to do with that. You know,
That's why the review has Cigar Mechanic as its own character.
Actually, Cigar King had a lot to do with it.
Because they pay
No, I mean, Cigar King's got anyway. I give a place to be able to host the product and have the tobacco license to buy the product to sell it and offer that. And what we were able to do to rectify the situation, because I know they're overstaffed. So my job is to
Wait,
support
are they
my
overstaffed
shop.
or understaffed?
I'm sorry, understaffed. They're
Yeah, there we go.
overworked, understaffed right now. My job is to support the shop. That's my job. And so in doing my job, I offered Sherry a deal, and she took advantage of that deal to make it good for her. And everybody's going to be happy. And Cigar King took care of her, and I'm going to take care of my end of the deal, and it's all going to happen. So it's a partnership. It's not just Cigar King doing theirs or me doing mine. It's a partnership.
But that's what I'm saying. So that's why Cigar Mechanic owns Arrow. Not just stop. Cigar
Yeah,
Mechanic
I mean,
has
I'm not
to be
going to
in
lie.
the picture.
I'm not going to lie. Cigar Mechanic's kind of a badass. I mean, the guy's a prick, but he's kind of a badass too.
Oh my god. Woo! Okay. So yeah, we have Warrior Nunnery today on. Yes. Yay! Welcome back.
Now, Tony, I will tell you this. I did hear that you can find Cigar Mechanic live on Sundays at 3 p.m. on Down. See, Martin, that's how it's done, brother.
Why do I tolerate you guys?
Because you would be,
Oh,
you'd
no.
be Ronery without us. You'd be Ronery without us. I said it that way for a reason.
Yeah, I see. No, I don't have that kind of accent. I have some accent, but not that kind of.
I'm so
So
Tony.
Yazzer is asking when the raffle is. See, here's the thing, though.
Ronery and Offrey.
Here's the thing, guys. Shh. Calm down. Calm down. Take the chill pill. Anyway, so Yazza's asking when the raffle is gonna be. I wanted to run the Cigar Mechanic anniversary with raffle fun event because I planned to be, but Cigar Mechanic, I don't know, like what's going on with your side? Are you gonna? What
Yeah, I was
about the
working
prizes
on, I
for
was
the?
working on.
Are
I
you
was
gonna
working on
have an
something.
anniversary?
What's that, Sherry?
I said, are you gonna have an anniversary?
Yeah, there is that, right?
Yeah,
Holy
I mean we delayed that, so you know what is going on? Like I you know, it depends on Brendan what do you want to do because
Yeah, I had some stuff planned, and it kind of got sidetracked by all of this stuff. So, like you and I talked about, we're just gonna have to probably put it off. And also, I want everybody to be able to have an opportunity to be able to get in on the raffle and be able to do that stuff. And with a lot of people losing jobs in the current situation, I just want to make sure it's fair for everybody. So, and I still need to put some of this stuff together that had to be put on hold, just not knowing what funding and financials were going to be to make this stuff happen. So
my plan is to run the raffle sometime end of right. So I'll send my annual run one time in June, one run time. So that's the plan. And you know, but then as we get into June, the beginning of June, then we can figure out whether or not we'll run together with the Cigar Mechanic anniversary event or not. That sounds good.
yeah, I should know something pretty soon here, but with the way this month's looking, I'll talk to you guys next year. I'll see if my internet gets shut off in the middle of this.
Hi, Josh's little girl over there. I see you.
Oh,
And that little doggy.
Josh.
Say hi.
how much is that dog?
Wait, are you supposed to show her this? Like all of us are smoking. That's the bad influence, man.
That's how I do it.
Now I feel uncomfortable. Smoke on
Josh, is
stream.
that your daughter?
Yeah,
How old is she?
she's 9.
Oh,
She's
Hi.
the youngest.
Oh, hi.
Hey, she is very knowledgeable in cigars. I'm gonna tell you what.
See?
Ask her any question. Josh has her on point, man.
Really? What would you call this cigar? Like, what would you call it? What kind of cigar is it?
I have no clue.
There you go. Good job.
that's exactly right. She got it right, dude. Holy crap.
Great job.
Hey, when I'm over at Josh's house, she's talking about all the humidity levels and everything, and I'm like, what the crap?
He knows more than you, Hashimoto.
That's awesome. That's freaking awesome.
And I shouldn't be saying this, but she asked me and Josh, all I need now is a cigar.
What did you say it again? I did not hear it.
Me and Josh were smoking outside in his backyard, and she was sitting there with us, and she was like, now all I need is a cigar.
Oh. A little soon, but you can have it eventually. A little soon.
Hey, My daughter's having a cigar on her 18th birthday with all the guys in the cigar lounge. I've got them picked out. They're ready for her. She's smoking an 18-year-old Cuban on her 18th birthday in the cigar lounge with all the guys.
When is
My other
that?
daughter just turned 18 today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Oh yeah, when is your daughter's birthday?
Next year, April.
I'll fly down.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got them all. I've got the box all ready. Everybody's ready to smoke them. We've had them for a couple of years now.
Cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
No, Martin, this is not a bad cigar, but at the same time, there is not anything particularly stand out other than
Really?
like
Yeah,
we
what-
have
what-
some other like barber pole that kind of have similar flavor profile and similar strength.
Tony, would you say it tastes funny?
Say,
Would you say it tastes funny?
but it take. I say it takes money.
Funny.
Funny.
Tastes funny? No,
Because it's a clown.
I never found clown to be funny. I never find clown to be funny. In fact, in Asia, we call the clown fool, right? Fool is they're not supposed to be funny.
You just made Brendan leave. You didn't get it, so he left.
Unfortunately, that's the way it is. You know, for me to get a joke, I had to be able to relate. Come on, culture shock here. Culture shock.
So is that all it took to get Brandon to leave?
I guess
Man,
so.
that was easy.
Easy, yeah.
His internet got shut off.
No, that's the thing. I never found clown to be funny. A lot of people found clown scary. Right? Like my wife
Yeah,
didn't
man.
like.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Hey, James. Look over here.
Why?
Why? Because I can hear you when I walk away.
Albert's
No,
dying over there. Albert's totally dying over.
I didn't say it. I didn't ask if that was the only thing it took to make you leave. I actually didn't say a thing.
Oh, yeah? Who's the one that said it? Because
Yeah,
it
it
was
wasn't
sounding a
me.
lot like you.
It was not me.
I mean, okay, so back to cigar. Quick just said, "Oh wait, Brendan left. This life is gonna be awesome."
Wow.
Yeah, but you guys made him blame me for that shit. It wasn't even me who said that.
I mean, this barber pole is okay, not bad, not probably like 7 or 10 kind of cigar, but the price justify. What do you think? Think the price justify for the cigar?
Smoking it the second time, I think I liked it more the first time. I'll say that. But it's
Okay.
still a good cigar. I think it'd be better in the mornings with some coffee.
Yeah, I literally went with coffee to go with just in case. This is the barber, but you know, I didn't find this thing particularly stand out. Have any strength of what's good at thing. Just like okay, a barber pole, you get cedary and a little bit of like the habano spice to it, but it wasn't particularly stand out in any category. Not like, oh my god, this is so good about this or that. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, the only thing that really stands out to me is the band. Band is nicely done. I like nicely done band, except why wouldn't they put their own company name on?
I don't think they do that on any of their cigars.
Well, these guys are just a bunch of clowns anyways. They're always just clowning around.
You know, it's like marketing 101. Always put your logo everywhere. But yeah, now while I'm at it, might as well to go around to see who's what. I already know Matt is smoking. Oh, Matt, we know Martin is smoking another clown. You know, Cigar McKinney is supposed to be smoking a My Father's, but I don't see him smoking. James indoor, he's out a lot. And then we have Albert smoking.
What was that?
And we have Michael. I don't know why he's
Wait,
smoking.
Albert smoking the Casa Cuevas Habano? Yes.
Michael is smoking a Consequences. Maduro.
Hold on. And what about Josh? Josh?
AJ, New World Cameroon.
That's a good
And
one.
what about Sherry? What Sherry smoke?
Sherry is smoking the Patina Habanero.
but you can tell like Sherry is working on her ash. Like, you know, that ash is not going anywhere.
Yeah, she's holding that thing tight, man. She's like, I'm smoking. I don't want to rotate it.
No comment.
She's very,
What do you mean I'm
very
not smoking?
calculated on her move.
No, I didn't see you smoking. I didn't say you didn't smoke it. I said you're supposed to smoke that, but I didn't.
Oh, well, I actually have work to get done too while I'm here.
Yeah. Multitask. Don't be a little girl.
Who just? What the? Oh,
Multitask. So we all heard that bounce canceled. Bounce smokers canceled. Like, any of you was planning to go to bounce smoke?
no.
No? No? No one?
Nope.
I kind of like feel like you know, it's kind of expected canceled in a way, but why bother to play the first time if canceled anyway? Like, I don't understand why they had to play the first time and then waited this long to say, hey, we gotta.
Wishful thinking.
Where were they doing it?
They were doing the Connecticut, Florida, Philadelphia.
Yeah, but different large venues.
Basically their farm, right? Land. Like, there was like five different states.
They have factories in 5 different states in the U.S.
I don't know, like farm, like you know, where they grow tobacco.
No, Brennan, they were hosting the events at the farms where they purchased tobacco from.
Okay.
So all those were canceled, and yeah.
I don't know. They're probably still hoping to be able to do it.
Yeah, they just canceled it for everybody, and then they basically say we'll refund your money and send you the swag, but no cigar.
Right.
Which kind of sucked because you really want to go there, like not necessarily for all the swag cigars, right? All the time they give you like unreleased cigars.
Right.
It's weird because like first time I say, okay, I'll go to an event and freaking cancel it.
Who's got the dog?
Josh.
No,
That should
Josh
be-
is muted.
Josh is muted, so it must be Martin's neighbor.
No, it's not mine.
No? And Matt.
Nope.
Matt.
Yes, Matt.
Matt, do you have a BB gun?
Hey, we
My
don't
dog.
condone animal. China will get flagged.
Who said anything about animal abuse? I never said to shoot it yet.
Squirrel.
Martin, I watched your review and I can hear your neighbor talking.
Oh yeah, next door.
You're like,
Yeah, that's
order
where
and
neighbors
turn over.
are, Martin.
What the hell? I'm going indoors. I'm recording a video. Don't you see?
Right.
I wouldn't go indoors if you told me that.
Right? If you say I'm recording a video, and that.
No.
I would turn on some freaking music that he couldn't, you know, would get flagged by.
No, for the most part, when I'm outside and they hear me either editing a video or recording a video, they'll go right back inside.
But they didn't. This entire video, I can hear them
Yeah,
laughing.
no, 'cause they were grilling right next door.
Get a BB
Yeah,
gun.
barbecue.
Martin, get a BB gun.
For the squirrels?
Well,
The neighbors.
so yeah, Yaza, we
Yeah.
haven't seen him for a while. Yaza's been like MIA for a long time. 5 months.
Yeah, it is kind of nice to see, well, to read from him.
Yeah, it hasn't been on for a while. Sounds like he's been.
We can't see him, but we can hear from him.
So, Cigar Mechanic, all the shop that you wrap, are they like slowly get back to normal now? Are they allowed to open now? I know. fully open now, right?
I mean, it depends on the area. You know, we covered 10 different states, so every state's different. But it really depends on the area. I mean, Arizona never really fully closed, so they've been curbside at the very worst. We had one shop that has 2 locations that fully closed. The rest of them all stayed open. But you just couldn't use the lounges. So now those are starting to open back up. The lounges that have the bars are opening back up, and they're social distancing, whatever makes people feel better about themselves, and serving alcohol and able to sit in the lounges again. California, Nevada are doing curbside. Nevada opened up for like 2 days, and then they shut them back down again. So they're doing curbside. Actually, I just bought a bottle of Blanton's from one of my Nevada shops in Fuego. So they got their own barrel of Blanton's. So I got that going. What else do I do? Colorado just opened up curbside. Utah just sucks.
Damn, bro.
Come on, bro. You can't lie.
Utah sucks.
It does.
I'm like, Utah closed their lounges like a year and a half ago.
Lounges? They have a lounge?
they do. It's just a big empty space now. So yeah, a lot of them are opening it back up. The ones that were closed completely, like Colorado, Nevada, those are doing, in California, doing curbside now. So that's why Drew went on that tour and tried to visit some of the Colorado shops and stuff. But car broke down and I had to go get it. So.
Well, at least there's some progression, right? In spite of all the weird rule they gotta make. Like, how do you social distance yourself buying cigar? So
you limit. A lot of the shops have a hand sanitizer right outside the door. They require you to use it. Before you go to the shop owner or worker will go in with you to make sure you're not fingering every freaking cigar, and they'll provide the cigars for you, which I think is great because it's teaching these guys to do service. So even when this goes away, these guys will hopefully start continue to go in the lounges with their customers, and they're limiting how many people in the lounge or how many people in the humidor at a time.
okay, that makes sense. Hey James, are they allowing package to you, Jeff? Yeah, I remember Jeff saying the package. No, they if you send anything out, it will take a long time to get anywhere. Like I talked to one of my friends. He does online, and he said he got an email saying that if you want to order any of those Cuban cigars from any of the companies outside the U.S., it takes longer than 30 days.
Hey Martin.
Yo.
Can you do me a favor? Mute your thing real quick.
Oh, it's
It ain't me.
There was a win from Martin, I think, like because it was breaking you up in what you were saying. Tony. Yeah. But it's gone now. I was watching. You can see down on the bottom. At least here, I've got this on a big freaking screen right now.
Yep.
You can see down on the bottom little green lines dancing, and it was dancing on Martin's side right there with the wind or whatever's in the background. So it was cutting out what you were saying.
okay. So everybody on the show, please practice active yourself when you're not talking.
Hey Brandon, yours was going up and down too just a second ago.
That's because Brendan farted and you didn't even know.
Then Albert muted himself.
So what are you saying? It's taking longer to get stuff from Europe right now?
About Europe?
Did you say it's taking longer to get stuff from Europe? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. If you, I don't order those things online. They say that if they got an email that says if you order, they're usually out of state. They send an email to everybody to say, hey, if you want to order it, fine, we'll still send it to you.
Okay.
So I think they probably ship. Each country is probably like that. The package before they leave the country sit there for like days.
I mean, if you ship
But-
UPS right now, that's longer than 14 days in the States. So I don't mean.
That's what I was gonna say. That's just because it was sitting down in Tucson, thrown in a pile somewhere.
Oh my lord! If you only knew. Well, you kind of know, but if you only knew.
Our shipments from Arizona are only taking 2 to 3 days.
Lucky
Yeah,
us.
I mean, I got my God King shipment 4 day, and that's because USPS paid by 1. Because USPS God King shipped that. But yeah, why is USPS can do that but UPS can't? Say it again, Josh.
We're getting our Arizona shipments in 3 days from USPS or UPS.
I see that USPS was able to relatively quick.
UPS.
UPS, I can't even expect it to come on time anymore.
We're getting them quick.
I'm not.
Yeah, our stuff is coming quick.
No,
good.
see, you're getting it quick because my mobiles is sorting your package. That's different.
Good job,
Either that,
Michael.
either that or he's not touching our package.
That might be more of it because if it's down here at our building, it gets stuck perpetually for like 3 or 4 days, or 5 days, or a week. Or
Okay, what is that all about?
got a pack-
If a tree
I got a-
falls in the wood and no one is around,
I got a picture from Michael today of my package.
He
Just
saw all those. He saw all those pallets, the boxes stacked up. I was like, it's over here somewhere.
I totally misread that when you first sent it to me, and then I looked at the picture. I'm like, how'd you get that?
How did you get this image?
No, I
Drew
did
said
not
he
get
kept
that
it for
comment
himself.
on the chat room. I didn't understand it. What do you mean by if a tree falls in the wood and no one is around?
Does it make a sound?
Does it make a sound? If a bear farts in the woods and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound?
No, but then it was a formal question. If a tree falls in the wood and no one is around to hear it,
He just didn't feel like typing the rest of the thing. We all know the end of that.
That's an old joke.
Yeah. If a bear farts in the woods, does it stink?
but yeah, does it stink? But you wouldn't be, and no one around to hear it.
How do you know it stinks? Does the refrigerator light actually go off when you close the door?
No, but that's different.
If
A
it-
fart is supposed to stink.
This is another joke that's just going way over.
A fart is supposed to stink. So that's given, right? Fart smells like flowers, like 香雾.
Totally, you're getting way too analytical on a joke, man.
What's up, Sherry? I saw you. I saw your hand.
And
Tony,
the correct
sometimes-
joke is the correct joke is if a tree falls in the woods and my wife doesn't hear it, am I still wrong?
Yes.
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 Yes. Carlos Lyle 195. Yes, he does make. Yeah, he does make. Yeah, just because you didn't know it happened doesn't mean it doesn't happen.
How do you know that?
Because the statement said it happened.
But you don't know.
Well, no. You assume that's true. It could be fake news.
Seriously?
Okay, back to Cigar.
Is that how you do your math questions? Is that how you do your math questions? Like, and it's like, oh, if this goes that speed and the other one goes this what speed in total, and you're like, well, you never know if they are really going that speed. The
If Tony
statement
lights
tells
a
you
cigar,
so.
if Tony lights a cigar in the woods all by himself, does he preheat the foot?
I don't.
We don't know.
I just told
We
you
don't
I
know
don't.
that.
I just told you I don't.
Yeah, but
we
you were
don't
all
have-
along.
we don't
You
know
don't know.
whether we don't know if he's telling the truth or not.
That could be
If
fake
I light a
news.
cigar before, if I light a cigar without posting a picture on Facebook, does it count?
No.
Count that you light up a cigar?
No.
I love Sherry comes in. No.
No.
That's different though, because like something like that is like if you don't have a picture, it didn't happen.
Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, right. That's like the standard rule.
It's exactly the point of the tree in the forest. And
But
the
he
bear.
just told you the tree fell and no one's around to hear it. But he, like,
Hey, is it
no,
true
and
that
then,
you
but
guys
then he
don't-
didn't finish that sentence. And he said, I didn't read the whole thing. I read the whole thing, but didn't
No, I
finish
didn't
the
say you
sentence.
didn't read the whole thing. I said he didn't write the whole thing. There's a difference there. He didn't
No,
write the whole
he
thing.
posted. He
morphed in a
says,
sentence.
no. This person posted. Says he didn't read.
Oh,
No, but the whole
Oh,
thing's
okay.
here. I'm reading it, and there's no rest of it. Come on.
hey James,
Yeah.
is it true that you guys don't have Smokey the Bear there for your forest fire prevention representative? That you actually have Smacky the Frog?
We don't have even Smacky the Frog. We just don't have forest fire prevention here.
All you guys are from USA. No, James are actually from Germany.
Yeah, but he's there.
Oh, one. I can't even pronounce this. Carlisle, Carlisle, right? Carlisle 195 says, "Ask if well from the USA."
Hey, everybody, zoom in on the Matt Hashimoto's screen. He is
Right.
down to the nub.
Oh no,
Oh.
no!
Matt, are you down to the nub Sundays at 3 p.m.?
Oh yes!
Oh.
Are you down to the nub Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific time?
Hey, check it out. I'm almost down to the dub. We're almost there.
At 3 p.m.
There you go. Nice
Pacific
assist.
time.
Nice
Finish
assist.
it up, Michael.
Nice assist.
I just like it better. It's always said better by Sherry.
Yeah, you can almost hear her say it when you read it in Facebook.
Oh, I can hear it 100%. I hear Cigar Mom say it every time I read that, and I die laughing. Like I can't. There's not a big enough expression to put on the post when she does it for me to like actually be able to click and put on there.
Yeah.
Carlisle
Matt?
is a.
Hashimoto.
We have Carlisle in Massachusetts. Now I might pronounce that wrong. I think it's called pronounced Carlisle. I might have. Carlisle. Carlisle.
That's Carlisle. Yeah. Yes. Yes.
What else?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, but he means English city as England.
Wouldn't that be a British city?
As in Africa.
Wouldn't that be a British
Well-
city?
Well, overall, yeah, but England, people from England are English. They're not. They're English before they're British.
How does
Okay, I'll
that
give
work?
you that. That's true.
I'm
Kind of like
confused.
Texans are.
Irish guy,
Texans-
British either.
like
There's
Texans
too
are
many names in
Texans
this.
before they're American.
There's too many names. There's UK. There's Great. There's England. Come on. Too many names.
Yeah, but they're two distinctly different things. Even two different flags.
What,
And
Great
accents.
Britain and UK?
England and the UK have two different flags.
True, because UK includes other. So it's almost like the Massachusetts flag.
Yeah, so when you say I'm English, that means that he is from England and not from Australia or
I would think that's tech,
Ireland.
because when
or
you say
Scotland
English city,
and-
it could also mean it's a city that speaks English.
I just think, Brandon, at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, you don't have to talk about this stuff.
Thank God. Thank God.
What are we talking about? Come on. Here's the thing. I already mentioned last time. There's only so many things you can talk about Cigar, right? You like it, not, blah, blah, blah. So,
Wait, let me answer your question, Tony. You said, what are we talking about? We're talking about Down to the Nub, Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific time on YouTube. Catch us there. Follow. Subscribe. Ring the bell.
I can't mute him fast enough.
How was that? Ring the
Because he's
bell?
smoking.
Ring the bell. Flick the bean.
Exactly.
that was so.
That was something different, but that's all right.
No
I can't say
comment.
that.
No comment.
Scotland.
That's how I should start ending every show. Make sure you subscribe and flick the bean so you can get notified every time we go live.
Jesus Christ.
But here's the thing, though. Can you really like you describe Scotland as an English country?
No, but they can watch down to the dub 3
Probably
p.m.
don't.
Pacific.
It's a country of Great Britain, but it's not an English country.
See, hey, cigar mechanic.
Yeah.
We have people complaining too much plug, too much club, not too much
I'm
plug,
watching the comments. There's no complaints. Fake news.
too much plug.
Hey, it's okay. We can talk about Martina my cigar reviews.
Every Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 11 Central, right?
No, I'm just gonna broadcast CNN right here. I should just like share screen broadcast CNN right here. I don't understand.
You can catch Matt Hashimoto on
Right,
Frontline
Carlisle
Cigar
says
Turf.
it's part of UK.
Friday
but
nights at 8 p.m. Central Time.
it's part of UK, sure, but that makes because people in Scotland call them Scottish, right?
It makes it United Kingdom.
Right, part of United Kingdom, but it's not Scottish.
Okay, so since Britain is the island, would would they be considered British?
British, of course, Ireland is considered British. So is all the other colonies.
Then who's Irish?
The Germans.
Me.
Come on, Tony, get with this. The Germans are Irish, the Spaniards are French, and the French are Canadian. Well, that's actually true.
Brendan. Brendan, this is the Soy Sauce Assassin Show, not CNN.
Oh, okay, my bad. My bad.
Check your sources.
Apologize.
Check your sources.
Not Fox. It's not Fox News. Yeah.
We can also have this conversation about Asians and Pacific Islanders.
Huh?
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Ooh. Zing.
Well, right?
And then he mutes himself.
Zing, I know, right? So, Martin, tell me about these Asian Pacific Islanders.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go.
anybody know why? You know how we have that Casa Pack King, and it's supposed to come with lighter and water. I
Hey,
got
time out. Before you say, hold on. Before you say anything else, here comes the complaint that could not be written on Facebook. Go ahead, Tony.
I just wonder, if you guys, how many of you actually got the lighter run?
And there was a complaint.
How was that
The-
I
complaint?
got the jet line. I got the jet line.
Yeah, I said this jet is actually good.
Good.
His,
Yep,
his
I got the
complaint
jet
was
line too.
his complaint
It was
was
an
about
upgrade.
USPS. So
Like I noticed that the picture had that weird ass
Yeah.
lighter. That one that says you can light it up. Actually got
I like that one too.
this one's
In
more.
fact, when I bought the pack, when I bought the pack, I was thinking, what am I going to do with that stupid lighter? And then it wound up being the jet line. So I was really happy about that.
Yeah, I was actually pretty happy. I was like, because I have those, pure lighter that you cannot even put straight because it would fall off. There
What
we
you do
go.
is you give it to a new cigar smoker.
Ooh.
Say, when you
Not
can light
bad
this
idea.
lighter, you can smoke.
And yeah, and this one is like, triple jet, and the one that he had it.
I don't know. I have to look it up, but I did notice that you got. I know on the Habanos you got 4 Robustos instead of 3 Toros, correct?
Yes, did.
Yeah.
But I was
And that's
okay with.
just-
I was okay with.
Well, yeah, and that doesn't have to do with Cigar King. I mean, they're actually making it right by giving you the extra one. They Casa Cuevas right now is out of the Habano Toros. That's the only thing that did not get shipped up from Dominican when they snuck in a shipment the last time.
Yeah, I was okay with that because they did replace another one to make it right, and I was actually happy without get additional cigar. Okay,
Yeah.
I
one
got an
extra
extra Connecticut.
Robusto. I'm okay. I actually don't like getting another. Actually,
I got an extra Connecticut in my package.
That's weird.
That's fine. That's fine because I like to smoke it with coffee.
like I actually like that. Because I already wrote the review number of the cigars that I'm getting and stuff like that, and then I count and say, wait, count this into it. So, oh, I got that price is actually.
Brandon trying to pull people off sides, man.
So I'm correct in understanding that your only complaint was about the United States Postal Service on that order?
No, I didn't. I just say that they had a delay that was USPS for them.
Yeah, but so your problem was with the Postal Service then?
I didn't have a problem. The shorter time frame than I expected.
This is my last Casa Cuevas. Just to let everybody know. Very
Bro.
last one.
That's not
So
true.
sad.
That's not Matt. You still have a whole box of negotiation.
Well,
That's not Casa Cueva.
Casa Cuevas though.
Is that their cigar?
No,
They roll it.
The roller is still their cigar.
incorrect. They roll it for another company and they distribute it for that company. It is not their cigar.
For Fs. Here.
Is this a negotiation or what?
What F's? Oh my
Is,
god.
is the Gurkha Cellar Reserve their cigar?
Yes?
Is it?
No.
Yes.
There you go.
just
That
saying
was James.
just
That
to
wasn't
be
me.
an ass, dude.
Her car was
Tony,
great.
is the Gurkha Cellar is Tony is the Gurkha Cellar Reserve a Casa Cueva cigar?
Yeah, made by Casa.
No, it's made by Tabacaleras Las Lavas.
There you go. So it's not there. It's not Casa
There
Cueva.
you go. Same with the negotiator.
Why it wasn't Casa Cueva?
It is made by Tabacaleras Las Lavas,
Okay, there you go.
the
Yeah.
same factory that makes the Casa Cuevas.
That
Yes.
just means Matt needs to go get more. Matt needs to buy more. What's wrong with you?
Yep.
I
Which-
plan on it. I'm just waiting.
Which Matt, by the way, you can go to cigarking.com and use code CM10 to get a 10% discount, and it's Tony approved.
But
And
will
I-
they ship to Utah?
Yeah, that's the other problem.
Yeah, can you do that? Like, I actually we're on YouTube, so let's not talk about that part of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can privately ship up to Utah.
We need a private friend.
Plenty of private friends around. Problem.
I'm just saying, it could be privately shipped up to Utah.
Make the order. Cigar mechanic ship privately.
Sometime next year.
Sometime next year.
I'll, I'll just have to contact Drew. He'll mail it faster.
And Matt,
Yeah,
and
there
Matt,
you go.
you know, if sometime next year you'll be overnight.
Yeah.
I'll be down there soon.
Brendan will
Thanks.
kiss it and breathe air on it beforehand. That will go out of.
That's right. That's right. Or it can be the 100-degree heat and the 5 minutes outside in the sun that kills the virus. I don't know which one it is. However, I'll breathe on it if you want.
100-degree weather is not enough to kill it. You need 130 degrees.
Oh, God.
Well, stick it on the asphalt.
No shit.
But can you still smoke a cigar after you stick on an asphalt for like X amount of time over 100?
No. Well, yes.
Yes,
but
you
it's not gonna
can.
smoke right.
Yeah, you wouldn't smoke right.
You can light it off the pavement out here in the middle of summer.
Just dip the foot down to the ground. You're like,
Pretty damn close. Really not far off. I've actually seen people bake cookies on their dash.
well, you can do that in Massachusetts. That doesn't have to be Arizona.
No, I'm talking like real cookies, not like the self-baked.
Yeah,
leave
I'm
'em on
talking about the
counter
real
bullshit.
You can put it in the dash. Side is just super hot. Like summer. Doesn't matter what car wear. Summer is that hot.
That's looking good, Sherry.
You can't even do that in China.
180 degrees, or just put in your car in Arizona.
What? You call my name.
I said the ash is looking good.
Oh, thank you.
Damn.
And look how straight that is.
That's that patina habanero.
Oh,
That's
you
right,
know,
that's
Yeah.
actually,
jalapeno.
Martin, your smoking speed is about the same as mine. Yeah, look at that. It's all the same. But Martin, I have to say though, I'm not particularly impressed with.
Not impressed with it. Clown.
Wow, Tony's just throwing insults everywhere.
That just rolled off the tongue, didn't it?
Yep.
But then again, I'm not a particular barber post.
Yeah.
So what about barber poles don't you like?
It looks complex, but when you smoke it, it's not that.
Yeah, see, now what you just said, Tony, is a fundamental flaw of why you don't want to name your cigar the Clown. Just saying.
I don't name my cigar Clown.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm not impressed with that clown. You know.
But that didn't sound like that was the first time you've made that sentence, that statement,
It only works when it come out of my mouth the first time. If I say the second time, it wouldn't be nearly as.
There's so many things that could be said right now. We're still on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I am biting my tongue, yes.
Here, hold on. Let me help.
We're under a new normal, by the way.
Yeah, PG-13.
No, not to kiss Brendan's ass, but I do want to smoke Casa Cueva after.
This Casa Cueva is really good right now.
That's the La Mandaria, right?
Yes, sir.
You like it, don't you?
I do like it, but I love the Reserva Maduro even better.
Brendan, what do you say to people who's thinking that lately we're trying to hype Casa Cueva? A lot of people are Casa Cueva, and some members, you guys are hyped up, blah blah blah. And I tried to tell them, it is a pretty good cigar. Smokes well, relatively priced, not really a hype. What do you say? That's a justified statement that kind of hype it.
No, I think it's just people sharing their opinions on the cigar. I mean, there's cigars that the group has smoked that they haven't liked, and they made that very, very clear that they didn't like it. But when there's a cigar that you like enough to add to your daily rotation, sounds like Mexican music playing in the background somewhere. It's like somebody's making tortillas or something, man.
Come on, let's actively mute yourself.
When there's a cigar that you like, I mean, listen. I mean, look at. I would tell people, look at the Punch Egg Roll. That's a cigar that I don't sell. That's a cigar that I don't even like. I thought it was a terrible cigar. However, that's just my opinion. I voiced that, but there was a lot of people voicing that they liked it. The group did a buy on it. It wasn't hype. It was just there's a lot of people that like it, and they're putting it out there. Secondarily, I would say, have you tried the cigar yourself? Because most of the people that are saying that have not tried the cigar or have not ordered the cigar to smoke it themselves.
Okay, so in that case, would that be your fault? Not distribute Casa Cueva all over America?
No, because that's not my job.
Okay.
Seriously, like my job, it stands within a territory of what was 10 states and now is 7. And so like that's my job for Casa Cueva. So the 7 states that I represent, actually now 8, because I just opened a shop in Chicago, Frontline Cigars. They brought it in, but I mean, yeah, with the marketing that we do, because I'm the only brokerage ever that has marketed themselves and marketed their brand, that has helped to get the word out across the country. And because of guys like the Shadow Smokers Legion, and Tony, you supporting it. It's gotten the word out across the world, and that's helped a lot with the building of the brand. But I just think everybody has access to it. I mean, we just talked about it. You can go to Cigar King and you can order it right there. You can go to Cigars Daily, you can order it. You can go to Frontline Cigars and order it. And if you're not picking that up and you haven't tried the cigar, how can you say it's just hype if you haven't tried it yourself?
I think that the main point is because a lot of people are posting pictures of the Casa Cueva quite often. Seems to like some of us as using it as our daily cigar because it's not that expensive. Actually, relatively enjoyable to smoke that. So a lot of people are posting it now. Same way, past couple weeks, 3 weeks, people has been posting patina now, saying, "Hey, I tried to hype up patina cigar." Now, I haven't. No, I didn't lie about patina cigar. It was okay. It wasn't big as a me. So I didn't think that I'm trying to hype that cigar. Honestly, it was okay. It wasn't bad, but I will have got because their price range relatively close.
You know,
Yeah,
you
they're
see
not-
that you see that same thing happening though in a cigar lounge. Owner will bring in a box or a couple boxes, and a few people will try it and they'll talk about it, and then other people will try it and they like it, and next thing you know, they're selling the hell out of it. And so I think that's just herd mentality, you know. Then that just happens. It happens. So if it's a shit cigar, then he's going to have an extra box. If it's a good cigar, he's got to order more. You know, it's just kind of how it goes.
Well, I mean, and proof of that, Albert, is I had a shop that that was carrying Casa Cuevas. It was one of the first ones to bring it in. It was actually the first shop I ever did an event at, and it became the #1 selling cigar in that shop. Well, the shop ownership changed, and the clientele did not change whatsoever, but the ownership changed, and he was in love with and all over another cigar brand. And before I know it, we were in the bargain bin and we weren't selling anymore. The cigar itself didn't change. Casa Cuevas didn't change. The clientele didn't change. The shop owner and the person running and what they were pushing changed, and got everybody to try something different. And that's just the nature of the beast. But the reality is you're seeing cigars like you're seeing cigars like Casa Cuevas and Patina and Espinosa and Ipi Carrillo, and this isn't like I'm not trying to pat my own back here. Like it sounds that way, but I'm not trying to do that. But like it's because I've joined with you, Tony, in your group and gotten to know everybody that's here and been able to work with you guys and build those relationships on a separate note that I can say, hey, give this cigar a try. And is it something that you like? And you guys are willing to try it. And so when you have that relationship that people can trust you enough to say, hey, I'm willing to make a purchase to try a cigar, and then that cigar fits your palate, of course you're going to promote it and you're going to hype it and you're going to enjoy it, right? Because there's more to it than just a cigar at this point. It's now supporting a friend. It's supporting a shop. There's more to it than just that cigar, and I appreciate that. And I've said it many times, like from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everybody's support on that, and I think that's why it gets shown a lot because we all have a relationship together. We all are getting to know each other and enjoying the camaraderie and the brotherhood and the family.
Brendan, like you say, Casa Cueva didn't change, shop didn't change, clientele didn't change, ownership. People start buying other cigar rather than Casa Cueva. But here's the thing: don't you think that when it comes to a good cigar, regardless of what people kind of suggest you to smoke otherwise, cigar you buy it anyway?
They did, but it petered off because the rest of the people in the shop are saying, "Oh, smoke this! Oh, smoke this! Oh, smoke this!" And it shifted to that other brand because it does become, especially in like a shop like that, somewhat of a peer pressure mentality. That it does start saying, oh, "Okay, well, John Doe over here is smoking that, and he told me it's really good, so I'm going to go try that right now." And then he comes back in the next time and says, "Oh, John's smoking that again," or "Hey, I saw it on your social media over and over and over again." And it starts getting ingrained. And it's not that Casa Cuevas is a bad cigar. It's just that everybody as a collective has gone on to something different.
Okay. Yeah.
Which a lot of people do because they're always trying to try something different, right?
They're trying something different and they just, listen, I mean, look back at the time that you were in high school, and everybody wanted to be a part of the cool crowd. Just because we grow up and, just because I'm 40 now doesn't mean that like, in the back of my mind, you still have that little kid telling you like, hey, I want to be a part of the cool crowd. Like I want to collect pogs or I want to, trade Hot Wheels or whatever it is at the time, and that's why you see the trends with the Furbies and the pogs and the Hot Wheels and the micro machines, like, because it creates that, and those trends and toys happen huge because of the peer pressure within that young mind and within those kids. And so you see that, and as we grow out of it, like you think that you've grown out of it, but you really haven't. I mean, you're with your circle of friends, and they're going to influence you to go one way or another. It's why, like, you see a whole circle of friends; they're all Chevy guys or Ford guys. It's like, it's not that like they went onto a Ford forum and said, "I need to find other people that like Fords." they just associate together and they all started buying Fords because that's just what you do.
Cool. That's all fair. That's all fair thing. I just feel like, if usually even if somebody try new cigars, right? You still kind of store what you smoke daily. Like, I say that's Casa Cueva is some cigar that you can afford daily. Very easily for cigar kind of. So even if they try some other cigar, I would say that I.
Yeah, Lewis said it best. Lewis always said it best.
Buy this one, right?
What's that?
We all need to buy this one here.
Yep.
Oh, the Maduro Reserva?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my fave.
It's funny because that's one of my favorites from them when I want something a little bit stronger from them. But that's my least favorite Vitola. I hate torpedoes.
Yeah, I don't like torpedoes either.
Robusto is my.
Why don't you like torpedoes?
Hey guys, you guys continue. I'm gonna go grab a Casa Cueva's Toro. I'm gonna go grab, and I'm gonna get an.
I'm gonna tell you what, Brandon. When the hype was going on with all the Casa Cuevas on Shadow Smokers and everything, like I did not buy any because I wanted the hype to die down in just a little bit so I could get it wasn't in my head that these things were the best things out there, But once I tried them, I was like, damn, they were right. So,
you bought them the first time when you came out to Arizona, right?
Yeah, when I went to your event.
Yeah, Smoky Joe's, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And thanks to Matt, I gotta try some.
Yep.
Josh, you haven't tried them yet?
Oh, I got some from Matt.
Nice.
Did you ever get into Beehive cigars here in Utah?
Nope. We've been trying to contact Brandon. Let's put it at that.
I've called him 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, Drew's been trying. It's not for lack of trying. So if you guys keep requesting it, that just helps us.
Try and help you, but I don't know if I'd go down there and buy any.
Why price
That's
point?
the other part. Yeah.
So what's the because of the tax? What's the price point go from say like the $8-ish range? What would it be with you guys' taxes? Holy shit!
Yeah,
So
86% on wholesale.
I called them on a bundle of factory smokes. It's $90.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So a $10 cigar is $18.60.
Yeah. So. Oh, are they putting the 86% on the retail side?
Yeah. So.
Well, some states you have to build it into the price.
Just like alcohol.
But you can build it in the price.
86%.
But yeah, but dude, like for a $10 cigar here to be $18.60 up there means that they put the tax on the wholesale after markup or on the retail after markup. That tax should be for most places put on the wholesale on what they paid for the cigar.
Right, you just build it in on and still have your price range. Yeah, that's crazy.
Correct. So to make numbers easy, an $8 cigar at the 10% tax rate, should be right around $10.
Right.
Not 12.
Okay, so I'm back.
I bought a
I picked up.
and it cost me $30.
Jesus Christ, dude! Holy shit!
You're living in the wrong state.
So I got a Casa Cueva's Toro here with Dr. Pepper. Now I'm still confused about the Dr. Pepper. Then I bought a whole pack, a single. How many of you have tried this already?
I have.
I don't drink soda.
Neither do I.
Ask you, Brendan. Shut up.
So now that I'm down to the nub on my Maduro here.
Hey, we talked about the plug earlier. We talked.
That's all,
limit, okay? Only plug per show.
I didn't plug anything. All I said is I am down to the nub.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. 2 plugs per show, okay? 2 plugs per show.
So on
So what's the other way to describe it, Tony?
Huh?
Tony, what's the other way to describe it? If you can't say the down to the nub, how would we describe it different?
The nub, well.
Isn't that great?
Up to the nub.
Isn't that great? I love it.
Oh wow.
At on Sunday at 3 p.m. though, Pacific time, we can promote Down to the Nub on YouTube.
But you can't promote 3 p.m. Central Time, Pacific Central Time Down to the Nub more than twice on this show per
Hey,
person.
but real quick on a very very serious note, and this is going to be a little bit of a plug, but like it's going to help people out. If anybody has not watched the last Down to the Nub episode that we did last weekend with Nick from My Monthly Cigars, there is an opportunity if you go in there and watch that and just comment. There's still an opportunity to win a free month of that pack, and I know that's a little bit of a plug, but like there's an opportunity to go in and see that, and you can win because there's a few entries on there, but there's still opportunity to enter into that contest to win a free month.
Just plug for my thing, especially when I have issue with whatever.
Well, you have an issue with everything, so
because I expect the best, especially when it comes
Everything.
from Cigar Mechanic.
He's got an issue with everything except Cigar King.
the one delivery from Cigar King that he had to not have an issue with, so Brandon could win.
Oh, here's the thing though. Let me ask you. Does one murder make you a murderer?
Yes.
Yeah. So one mistake make you're a mistake.
So then everybody's a mistake for you. Everybody, even you.
Now,
I'm a mistake. Ask my mom. I'm a mistake.
I'm not. I'm planned.
Hey, I was an accident.
Oh no. No one is ever an actor. No one is ever an actor. Oh, that still counts as a plug. Get out.
I'm not making any comment on this shit. There's so many openings there. No, not doing it.
Now I'm smoking, bro, and I can tell right away. Hey, I'm gonna start talking about. I smoke this Maduro, and I can tell immediately that yes, and full. You know how that flavor kind of fills your mouth? Not as full as the. Sure.
James, don't say it.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Yeah, I know. James has got the gears turning. I can see it in his eyes that he's got the gears turning. Things he wants to say, but he can't say.
No, can't say it. No, this is PG-13.
The mouthfeel, it just doesn't feel as creamy as fulfilling as the server. Is that supposed to be like? Are they? So, how much of the blend has changed from server regular? Are they just totally something different, or are they somewhat missing something?
No, it's a completely different blend.
So that the leaf and everything is all different.
Yeah, it's a completely different blend.
Yeah, I like that Reserva a lot.
Yeah, I'm smoking one right now, and that's something to be admired. Like, okay, I can taste it, thorough, but it doesn't taste as good as the. I can tell right away.
Well,
Yeah,
it's not supposed to taste as good as a Reserva.
But here's the thing, though, Brendan. Would you recommend people try the Reserva first or try the regular blends first? Because, like, I think that if you smoke Reserva first and then smoke the regular blend, you might be somewhat.
No, you can't answer that with a blanket answer. And that's part of my job is to work with the individual and find out what they're looking for. If you're looking for something more in that medium range, that you want a good, excellent Maduro, that you want a little bit more toothy Maduro, then I would definitely recommend the original. If you want something that's going to be in that medium to medium plus range, that little high end, the higher part of the medium range, and you want something that's going to be smoother and creamier, then I would definitely recommend the Reserva for that person to smoke first. So it depends on their palate and what they're looking for. I like something that's a little bit toothier, but I also drink, like in my beers, I drink an IPA. I don't like I don't like a smoother beer. I like a more bitter beer. And so that's just my palate.
You're saying the original line is actually here?
Yeah, the original line is definitely toothier, and even in just the wrapper. I mean, some people just are some people smoke based on the texture of the wrapper leaf, even, and that wrapper leaf has a much toothier leaf than the wrapper leaf on the Reserva.
I did notice that the original line is sweet.
Yeah, and that comes from that Mexican San Andreas wrapper.
Which Martina Maya absolutely love.
Yeah, he does love that. Yeah, you could tell because he really loved that 601 Blue.
That was his favorite.
Yeah.
I know Matt likes the 601 Blue.
Oh my God, that I had that today. That thing was badass.
But I'm with Martina Maya. The San Andreas leaf does taste a little bit like.
How would you describe, Brandon, the Espinosa crema?
The Espinosa Crema. So that's another one. Like it comes down to the customer. And I love a shop like one of my shops carries both the Casa Cuevas and the Espinosa. And so when I'm talking with the customer, and I'll ask them, do you like something smooth and creamy, or do you like something a little bit more, bitter and like a little bit more raw? And if they say I like it more bitter and raw, like I'll ask them, what do you drink? And so if they like the more like that bitter and the more raw taste, then I put them on the Cuevas, original Connecticut. If they like something smooth and creamy, they like a lot of cream in their coffee or whatever, have you, then I'm going to put them on that crema because it has a lot more creaminess to it, a little bit more smoothness to it, and it has a little bit of sweetness to it that the Cuevas Connecticut does not have. So
here's a legit question though. Don't go crazy on.
Well, real quick, hold on. So Matt, to finish up, so it's the difference between a guy that drinks a coffee black versus a guy or gal that drinks a coffee black or drinks a coffee with cream and sugar.
Right on, because I drink my coffee with cream. So
you're gonna like the crema more.
Damn, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I think this question could be for everyone. Okay, a lot of people ask, what would be a note taste? Creamy note doesn't vanilla. No, when you go out to eat something, if something has vanilla, oh, that kind of, right?
I wouldn't.
So some people ask, like when you're smoking a cigar, how do you describe a?
Okay, now when you're having, like you said, you're having coffee with cream in it. It's got like that kind of mouth coating type of feel where it's got a little bit of smoothness to it. That's what I consider creamy.
Me too. I'm there.
Yeah, because it depends. Like, so you have different creamers for your coffee. You have a vanilla flavored creamer, and you have just regular creamer. Regular creamer doesn't taste like vanilla. It just is a smoother and like Michael said, it's kind of a palate, coating, smoother, like a thick milk. It has its own unique flavor, whereas the vanilla has a different flavor. So I wouldn't always consider vanilla to be creamy either, because you have different kinds of vanilla. Are you talking about vanilla bean? Are you talking about vanilla extract? I wouldn't take vanilla extract as creamy, or vanilla bean for that matter. But if you're talking vanilla like a creamer, then yeah.
Depends on how much cream you put in. I mean, there's that as well, right? You put more cream in it, it's going to be be a richer flavor for you. So
the rule of the question came from and cream soda is just. Right. So when they ask, okay, so now go with soda, then again, it's just.
Well, no, okay. Originally, when they made cream soda, before like they used to actually put actual cream and like vanilla and sugar in it.
Right.
When they used to mix soda.
Right. So that's where it comes from, is because they've synthesized the creaminess of the original of what a cream soda was.
So that's what makes it confusing for people trying to tell what cigar is. I mean, for me, the creaminess of the cigar is how much of that lingers flavor, and almost like coffee, that taste start to get full. Like it's fuller, linger longer kind of a taste. I'll call that.
I'd say not bitter. It's also it takes the bitterness away from the coffee.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it stays longer, because you can drink a coffee that's extremely bitter. Like to me, Starbucks cold brew coffee, not the nitro, but the regular cold brew, is very, very bitter, and that bitterness sticks around for quite a while. But when I get their nitro, it's a little bit creamier, and that creaminess sticks around for about the same amount of time, but it's not a vanilla flavor add. You still get the coffee notes. It's just not so bitter. It's subdued. It's just there, and you can actually experience the flavors.
So what? How will you suggest identify?
By separating vanilla from creaminess.
That's not
Seriously,
how.
no, I'll talk to, I will ask people about that. Like seriously, they'll say, "Hey, what do you associate creaminess with?"
Now, obviously, I'm
That's-
talking about people who cannot tell that different, right? Because they're just saying, okay, you know, I drink whatever, or eat ice cream. Now, all ice cream has base vanilla as well. So when people get used to eating that and call that creamy, you start to identify, your brain starts to identify that, right? So when you're smoking, you're not gonna be able to find that taste. Like, okay, that's not that. How it tastes is tobacco.
It's more of a texture than a taste.
Yeah,
I'll agree with
not
that.
all
I'll agree with that.
yeah, not all ice cream starts with a vanilla base. It starts with a cream base. I mean, I've made ice cream. I've made ice cream
I'll be right
at
back.
home. Oh, you got that thing down to the nub.
Hey,
3 p.m.
it gets old, man. It gets old.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, but like like you can make an ice cream that does not have a vanilla base, but it does have a cream base.
True. I mean, obviously, you start with milk cream, so you gotta get that either way. What I'm saying is that majority of mass popular ice cream does have vanilla that identify that.
All I know is I want some damn ice cream right now.
I just had some ice cream not long. I had Jerry Garcia's.
Damn.
And that's vanilla ice cream base.
Exactly. So like I when I was
Rocky
asked
Road
that
is
question, hard for me to, because everybody's identifying depends colors are, and everybody identify it differently. I'll actually go about say, hey, that is creaminess, even though you can't tell what.
Yeah, I think a lot of times like I'll walk around during an event and I'll ask somebody when when I've put them on a cigar and I've told them that some of the notes of the cigar are creamy, or they're smooth, or there's a an IPA good bitterness to it, or whatever notes I tell them. A lot of times at the events I'll go back around and ask them, hey, how's that cigar treating you? Do you experience that creaminess I'm talking about? And a lot of times that's where you can actually educate them, and they go, yeah, I think I am. What does that look like? And when the guys really want to know, you can sit down and actually educate them during the time they're smoking a creamy cigar.
Now, be honest, okay? A while back, everybody was referring to outlet like Ben. You think that helped?
I think it helps a lot of people. It didn't do anything for me. I mean, listen, I'm one of those guys that I pretty much I can pick up some of the flavor notes, but I just go I like it or I don't. I'm not Patrick Legreed that I can sit down and go, oh, it's got notes of this and that and the other, or Charlie Minato writing down subtle hints of fatty tuna. Like, what the hell is that shit? You know what I mean? So like, I can't pull out fatty tuna notes and sweet hay. Like I've chewed on hay before. I don't know what the hell sweet hay is. But again, like you said, it's everybody's experience. Maybe he's chewed on sweet hay. I don't know. Maybe it was pissed on by a cow first. I don't know. But like, is he really eating a bucket of ice cream over here?
Yes,
right now?
that's what I was just laughing at. Fucking James, man.
There's only a little bit of ice cream in there, so
Yeah, why mess up a bowl, right?
I was
yeah.
gonna interject. Sweet hay. It's more of the smell type of taste that you get when you smell like some really fresh, like baled, and it's damp. Like it's got that sweetness kind of smell to it.
See, I wouldn't call that sweet. I call it grassy.
No, when I think grassy, I think about that smell when you first after the rain and you cut grass, you get that really raw smell. That's what I as.
You cut your grass?
I don't, but the Mexicans does.
When I have people cut my grass for me.
But when I checked the work, I opened the door and I smelled it. I was like, okay, they cut it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was gonna say the only time I smell fresh cut grass is when my neighbor brings his over and puts it in the chicken coop.
Yeah, like you know, in the end, I know that some, right, but I think that some people find that a lot of interest in your.
Sure, and I'll tell you, I've had a unique experience where I took two Ashton cabinets and we smoked them side by side, and I sat down with Patrick Legreed. We sat down over at Fox one night. And I said, "Hey man, help me understand the process you go through." And so we went in. We got an Ashton cabinet, the natural and the Maduro, and we before we cut them, we smelled the foot, we smelled the wrapper leaf and all that stuff. Wrote down notes, what you got from it. And it was really interesting because he started saying, "Hey, kid, do you get that? What does it smell like to you?" And the first one I smelled, I said, "It smells like Circle K, or not Circle K, a Special K, like opening a bag of like cornflakes."
Circle K.
Like Circle K, like puke and rotten beer. It's shitty roller food. But with a little subtle hint of Slurpee. No, it smelled like Special K, and he goes, "Exactly, there you go." And it's like, it's so funny because people try to get the distinctive notes, and I make fun of the guys like on Half Wheel and some of these reviewers because they come up with these distinctive things, but that's the smell or the taste that I reminded them of. Because I had one guy say, I'm like, "It's got leathery notes." He goes, "Dude, I've never chewed on leather." I said, "But you've walked into a leather shop and smelled that. And when you smell that, you get the taste of it. And that's what we're talking about. Sometimes, a lot of times it's the aroma versus the actual flavor."
I'll agree with that a lot of times the smell that reminds you, not necessarily taste.
Just
Yeah.
wait, because I've got
Never chewed on leather.
one of my reviews.
I'm sorry, what's that on Martina Maya reviews? What's coming up?
I said, just wait. I've got newspaper on one of my cigar reviews.
I believe that.
I've chewed on leather.
I just think it's interesting that Brandon.
That depends how old is that
I think it's funny
newspaper.
that Brandon has a chicken coop, so I can't wait to hear about the chicken coop smell.
I don't have a chicken coop. I have a chicken mansion.
Full of
He's
rats.
Never chewed on leather.
No, there's no more rats. Actually, I remember my mother-in-law. I told her one time. I said, "Just remember, the chickens have more square footage at this house than you do."
Oh,
Damn.
Mom loves you. Can tell.
And it was
So
true.
So when have you chewed on leather, James?
Oh, as a kid, we chewed on leather before. Leather straps.
Here's the thing,
Before
though.
you say anything else, hold on.
Oh, here we go. So here's the thing, though. Like, I'll chew on leather before a different kind. You know, come on, like you guys chew on turkey before, bacon.
Beef jerky doesn't taste like leather though.
That's the thing. That dry leather.
No, but leather is hide. It's not meat.
So what about?
I've chewed on back when I was playing baseball. We used to always chew on the
Okay. Yeah.
on the knots. You know.
But what
when
about
you're
those
standing
like
out in
hook
the
rind?
outfield.
Hook rinds are skin, right?
James, if I was an artist, I would draw a cartoon of the picture in my brain right now of you chewing on leather. The picture in my head. Oh my goodness.
With a bucket of
But to be
ice cream.
fair,
Let's
Shimoda,
talk
to be
about-
fair, if you chewed on the leather knots, you're actually chewing on oil, right? The glove oil.
Yeah.
And that's interesting, Albert, because then you know, and that's where you start diving in, and that's what Patrick was teaching me. Like, okay, does it taste like raw leather? Does it taste like processed leather, tanned leather? Like, there's so many different variations. Because somebody will say, "Oh, it's got chocolate notes." Okay, cool. So most people are going to expect to smoke a cigar that has chocolate notes and get Hershey's.
No.
You know, like a Hershey chocolate note. And
Ow.
no, what I'm talking about with that is, like, there's a chocolate maker out there that does a 86% cacao with red chili pepper, and I remember smoking a cigar and going, "That's what that tastes like." It reminds me of that because it's a drying chocolate that's not super sweet. It's very subtle, and it has a little bit of spice in the background to let you know it's there. So you have to clarify what kind of chocolate you're talking about too.
And
Is it
I
dark?
think
Is it
that's
milk? Is
a
it white?
lot of people don't have. I never tasted raw cacao. You can buy a bag of raw cacao, and they absolutely smell different.
Correct. And that's why I'll encourage people, hey, go get some dark chocolate. And I'm not talking the Hershey's like super sugar dark chocolate. Go get some like 86% cacao dark chocolate with very little sugar in it and see what that experience is like. And a lot of people, it'll waken up their palate for like a Mexican San Andreas wrapper because there's that subtle
Yeah,
sweet, a little bit of drying.
But to be fair, man, that's not chocolate, dude. 86% cacao is not chocolate. No.
It's chocolate.
It's just
You know what's not chocolate? White chocolate is not chocolate.
It pisses you off that you ate that crap. Yeah.
I freaking love that stuff, man.
See, I don't like milk chocolate or anything. So
I don't like milk chocolate.
But dark chocolate, yeah.
Ice cream.
Fuck, I love milk chocolate.
Speaking of
milk chocolate is really not chocolate.
Speaking of those dark chocolate notes, Espinosa Naranja Oscuro right here, dark chocolate, like that cacao kind of note with a little bit of citrus in the back.
Yeah, I think the good way to kind of tell people is that when you see somebody write down chocolate note, go smell a raw cacao. You can get a bag of raw cacao. Don't smell like hot chocolate. That's totally different. No, you'll never get that flavor on a cigar. No, it smells like Hershey's hot chocolate. And even when you get those like 90-something% dark chocolate, it's the smell that's closer to cigar note. Actually, it's different than you know.
The only one I've gotten kind of like that is if you dry draw one of the Brick House Maduros. It's got like that Swiss Miss hot chocolate kind of sweetness, chocolatey flavor to it.
Yep.
And even for coffee, like the coffee note, I don't think it's more like dark standard.
Yes.
Yeah, and I mean when I talk coffee notes, I talk like when I'll get the raw coffee bean and chew on the raw coffee bean.
For those people don't know, you can actually eat coffee.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you don't know what that like, go chew on the coffee. Okay, you won't die.
Yeah, I do that. There's like chocolate covered coffee beans. That's what I go for.
Those things are great.
God, those are
You're talking coffee. You're talking perfect pairing from Bob Cigar guy.
Oh my god.
Another plug.
Yep.
Does Bob do perfect pairings?
Yeah.
Does he call it perfect pairings?
No.
Is this new cigar, new coffee? Perfect pairing.
He had a new coffee.
Yeah,
it's called perfect pairings. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because Fratello does imperfect pairings.
Yes. And I watched it like about 3 episodes.
What the hell? Look who decided to join this planet.
What? When?
Welcome back, producer Drew.
What's up, Drew?
Where?
He's right over there.
Yeah, like I can see that.
Mr. Drew, come say hi. Jesus Christ.
He doesn't have any pants on.
Oh,
so
yeah, don't come say hi.
I understand what
we
the
don't
problem
want
is.
to see that.
I don't want him to see. I don't want to see him like too excited to see us. You know.
He didn't have pants on at my house. I don't know what the difference is now.
Oh no, he had pants on at your house. He just took them off.
There you go. Where
Are
we supposed to be wearing pants?
I'm not.
I am.
Look at this
So
leg
let's
right
All
here.
I know is I'm focused on.
Let's talk
I'm just
about
focused
cigar issue. Okay. Oh, here he is. Got pants on.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Drew? I'm just focused on James eating that ice cream. I've been watching him this whole time.
It's latte macchiato, yeah.
Let's talk about cigar smoke issue. A lot of people, cigars, right, tend to have some issue. Some people have steak. I don't know if you guys get those steak cigars. Some people get dry mouth, and some is like just salivated kind of thing.
That's me. Over salivated all the time.
Like, do you think that does that only happen to you guys with certain cigars? That it happens to every single cigars? But what other kind of like I don't know, sounds like a sickness kind of thing to have?
I'm a slobber, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
Me too.
So none of you ever experienced smoking a cigar give you a
No.
Now Albert's eating ice cream. He's eating that bougie ice cream.
Cigar gives you toothache. You need to go to the dentist and get that cavity filled.
Albert's eating that bougie ass ice cream.
It's freaking gelato. It's not even ice cream.
Gelato.
It's gelato.
Hell
Oh
yeah,
yeah, well that's not vanilla based.
It's fancy.
Yeah, none of you
Holy
guys have that
shit.
problem because I have a few friends that smoke cigar for the first time and they tell me that they have.
I occasionally I'll get a toothache, especially when I'm dehydrated. I can feel it in my teeth, and it's almost like it's not quite a toothache, but it's more like sometimes it gets that like that aluminum foil, like you kind of bit down on a piece of aluminum foil feel.
Okay.
But I get that when I'm dehydrated. As far as salivating, it's funny when I'm outside smoking. I tend to spit a lot, but when I'm sitting in a lounge, I don't even think about spitting. Like when I'm here in the office, I don't even think about spitting at all, and I don't get overly. Here, this is for you, James. I don't get overly moist in the mouth.
I do the same thing though. When I'm outside, I tend to spit. I don't know
But
why.
what does that spit?
So
What
do
does
I.
spitting doing for you? Like when you smoke a cigar, what? Why?
A lot of. Go ahead, Michael.
No, I
Go
said
ahead.
I have so much natural salivation, anyways, that
Yeah,
when
you
I'm
do.
smoking a cigar, oh yeah, and then I'm out, and especially when I'm outside, instead of just when I'm talking with you guys or whatever, just normally having drinking something or just swallowing your spit, I just end up spitting it out. Yep, just don't bite it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for me, sometimes when I'm smoking a cigar, I'll spit, but it's like it kind of, for me, it kind of gets rid of some of the ashiness in my mouth.
Most of the time you just drool, Martin.
Yeah, that wasn't spitting, Martine. That was throwing up.
Gallon of sweet tea, 2 cigars too fast. I mean, it's bound to happen.
Yeah. And then he spit. Yeah.
It's spitting up from your stomach.
He spit. He
Oh
spit
my
out his
God.
stomach content.
Okay, so Martine, what do you mean when you say that one's drying your mouth out? What do you consider that?
I didn't hear the question. What'd you say?
I said, what do you consider as one drying your mouth out? See, because I've never had that happen.
Guerrero for me.
On some cigars, like Dominican tobacco, it feels like the roof of my mouth is being dried up by like some of the earthiness, and then it just makes my whole mouth salivate less.
How about the next day? Have any of you like got that coated feeling out like that as that I
Is that called dry bagging?
I do when I smoke my Vegas pen. No, it's I have before, but usually it's and that's usually when I won't visit a cigar again a lot of times because I've had a lot of cigars. I'm not gonna mention who they are, but when I wake up in the morning, I get that just really bad tobacco mouth, and I want to scrape my tongue out, and a lot of that comes from undercured and underaged tobacco.
I tend to get that every cigar. Next day morning, I
I
only
used to
have
get that a lot in the beginning too.
feeling with certain cigars.
that again.
I only have that certain cigars.
Cigars, I pretty much get
Yeah.
in at every cigar.
Yeah, but what do you smoke, one a day?
Yeah. Well, right now 3 a day. Actually, less though. That's 3 a day. Cause
I was gonna say, when you're smoking 3 a day, are you not experiencing that as much?
not as much, but still a little bit.
Yeah, so that when I find that when I smoke more cigars in a day that are quality cigars, I do not get that as much as when I smoke maybe one, especially towards the end of the day.
And if I smoke one, it doesn't matter what cigar.
It don't matter. Oh, look at that! Josh has got that thing down to the nub.
I haven't plugged yet.
Man, he's training himself well. Look at that.
My
3
cigars have
p.m.?
the tunnel.
Michael Wells style.
Hey, Josh, there's nubbing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Here's another thing though. Your cigar start to tunnel. Is that considered bad cigar or bad?
Yes.
It can be either, because you can have a great cigar you've had 1,000 times, and you're gonna have one that's gonna tunnel or something every once in a while. It doesn't make it bad. It's a one that
Do
wasn't.
you continue to smoke a cigar if it's tunnels?
Most of the time, yes. If it's a tight draw anymore, no. But if it's tunneling, yeah, I'll give it a go. If it gets towards like halfway and it's still tunneling, I'll get rid of it.
Yeah, a lot of tunneling is actually caused by humidification. Or lack thereof.
But like a lot of time you can actually see that tunnel, and it's like right now this one burns just fine, right? But I can see a tunnel forming, like near the side. I totally.
Michael, you
no
okay
idea
over
what's
there?
on it.
Yeah, I'm good. I hit my fucking phone and it like flew off. I almost lost it. Woo!
Michael just went into a tunnel real quick.
Jesus Christ.
How about this? Cigar mechanic. You sell a lot of cigars, so you probably know. You know, a lot of time people buy things, and there's like a sweet spot of price. People buy things. What thing is a sweet spot?
Great question. Drew can answer that definitely.
$8 to $12.
I like he did that like Price is Right. Like you get the Price is Right. The microphone works fine from here, but every Price is Right contestant has to grab the microphone and go, $8 to $12, Bob.
$12.01.
Let's take a look. No.
$1, Bob.
$6 to $8.
No, it's $8 to $12, and it's actually been proven. And in the flavored cigar, it's actually significantly less. But I can tell you this: like I was working with one of my shops that brought in one of our flavored cigars, and this is a good example of it. And he put the cigar priced at a very low price. He put it at what I think it was at $2.50 when he first put the cigar out on the shelf. And he says, dude, this stuff's not selling. It's not selling. It's not selling. It's not selling. And I said, you need to go change every price tag on that right now to $4. Every one of them. And he says, dude, it's not selling at $2.50. It's not going to sell at $4. I said, do it just for an experiment. Go do it. And he changed the price to $4. And now he can't keep them on the shelf. Because when you get too low in the price, I literally watched a guy come up into his shop when he was at $2.50, grab the cigar, look at it, check out the smellophane. Got that good Chinese cellophane smell, and puts it back down. And he looks at the shop proprietor and says, "Is this really a good cigar at $2.50? At $4, that's never been said in the shop since he raised it to $4."
So it's a mental thing.
You kind of question.
It's a complete mental thing, and you get the guys that buy like the bundles, and they're just going to buy cheap cigars no matter what. They don't care what they're smoking. But when somebody cares what they're smoking, that right now that $8 to $10 range is perfect. It's slowly shifting into the $10 to $12 range as we see pricing going up and some taxation changing. That $10 to $12 range in Utah, it's somewhere right around that $90 to $100 range is a sweet spot because that's what they're used to up there.
So here's what Gazer said. If time try boxing Campo. I agree with that. I really.
I've had tunneling probably less than like 10 times.
Very
like,
rare.
13 years. Yeah.
And he says that him any cigar over $5 is an experience. Experience, not necessarily.
I would say anything over $25 is not an experienced cigar. It's a show-off cigar.
Okay.
I'm going to the golf course, and I want my buddies to know that I'm smoking an expensive cigar and that I can afford this.
That's a factory smoke here in Utah.
Yeah, that's the factory smoke in Utah or a Davidoff, here in because I see the guys that come in and they don't know what they're smoking, but they're buying the Davidoff because they're a doctor, they're going to the golf course, they're going to give some to their buddies, and they don't want to give them an $8 cigar that is going to be, potentially much better than that $25 cigar. They want to show what they can afford.
I spoke Davidoff. I don't think it's a show up.
You're a different breed.
Okay, so Tony, that's where I would go. Like where everybody's got their comfort, like their lifestyle comfort level of spending.
Correct.
Yours is a little higher than a lot of other people.
Now let's talk about name, and that's not thinking, right? Name 3 brands that MSRP thing way overpriced, but only 3.
Padron.
Padron,
Padron,
Davidoff.
One at a
Padron,
time, man.
Davidoff. Sorry, Padron, Davidoff, and
Gurkha.
Opus. So Fuentes.
Yeah, Opus X for sure.
Gurkha.
By MSRP, you guys is overpriced.
Hell yeah.
You don't think it's
Tom,
What is the price of an Opus X? What is the MSRP of an Opus X?
40 to 80.
Okay, MSRP
I've seen
is $13 to $20. So any shop that you
Really?
see is selling it for $40 is marking it up by like stupid numbers.
True.
I've seen them for 50.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
so
like
you're
the
talking
Andalusian
about
bowl, you can
price?
find them for 40s.
Yeah, so the question, I mean, I guess it's a clarifying question. Are you talking about shelf price or MSRP?
What about Atabay? Quick ask. What about Atabay? What do you guys think about Atabay? Overpriced MSRP?
Overpriced.
Not a fan.
Atabay, is it overpriced? I would say the majority of them. The Lancero that I smoked, I thought was worth every penny of the $30 that I paid for it. The other sizes, I did not find was worth the price point.
Oh, what about you, Brendan? Like 3 brands that you at MSRP.
At MSRP,
Because discount everybody can get. That can't get that. Like go with let's go with M.
wow, overpriced at MSRP. I'm trying to think what some of the other brands are because
Top
Yeah.
3 that comes to your mind.
okay, I would agree with you. Liga Privada, Davidoff, and see, I would say Padron, but I don't think that's right. I think they're actually worth that price point, and the Padrones have some at the lower price point too. They're still, I think they're valued properly. Trying to think one more because Camacho
Yeah.
can come down. Yes, thank you. Because we just talked about this the other day. I was like, what is that other one? Plasencia.
Plasencia?
Yeah, 100% Plasencia. The Alma Fuerte, way overpriced.
It's good, but I don't think it's that like 16, 18, 20 bucks.
I would
No.
that. I mean, they're good, but then they kind of tag that organic kind of thing, kind of that price a little bit. I think, it's only worth it. And they don't.
Yeah. $8 to $10 is about maybe $7 to $10 is about where that cigar should be.
Now,
they
Yazoo
only
said.
sell one.
1 second.
What, James?
So since he's only selling one cigar though as an organic cigar, and that's the original Reserva, and that's not priced way too high.
That's a European exclusive.
Yeah, that's European exclusive.
Yeah, we can't buy it here in the States.
Yazoo said Atabay is not worth money. Byron's out. But
I love it. He just goes right down the United top line. Basically, he said, "Fuck United."
Bandolero's pretty good.
Reserva is the old Organica.
I would actually say the Bandolero is worth the money because I've actually put that cigar. We did it live on Tim's show, and he truly did not know what he was smoking. I mean, people think it was set up. He truly did not know. I would not tell him before the show. I wouldn't even say what brand he was up against because you would have looked at it and gone, "Oh, well, this is clearly the Liga." I just said there's one of these is a United, the other one is not. These are 2 cigars, and the other one was the Liga 9, and that Bandolero won out. And I've done that with multiple people, and it's always won out, and it's at that same price point as the Liga.
I would pay $15 for it.
I'd pay 15 for it. $13 to $15 for the Bandolero, absolutely.
how about this? For a beginner, never smoke a cigar, right? First cigar they ever buy. How much do you think they should spend? First cigar.
I don't think price point matters.
Does.
$5.
Price point
I
should
don't
not
think
matter.
price point matters.
On a first cigar, price point should not matter. It should be the cigar itself that they want to experience.
Right, but then like if they go out there and buy $100 cigars, they wouldn't experience it. So, in a price range, kind of, tells you what level.
I think that's an assumption that you're making. It's not true. They wouldn't enjoy it. If they wouldn't enjoy it.
That's the thing. Without knowing all that, first timer coming to the store, how much money they should. They go say, hey, I want to spend $55. You're like, right?
Is this a person who's never smoked anything before? Like no experience with nicotine?
No experience, zero.
Because I mean, I would say a first cigar, the Bandolero, would be worth it at $15 if a guy had smoked before and had a slight nicotine tolerance.
Zero, nada, never smoked.
I always tell people to try to be within that like high fives to like $8, maybe $9, but like usually like $6 to $8, and like with their first thing. That way they're not out a ton of money if they don't like it or something.
I think you risk something with that, man. Like
well, there's a lot of quality stuff at that price.
There's a lot of Chinese people that have never smoked cigar. Like, cigar shop, they want to buy the first cigar. Smoke. Like, what's the?
Well, they would do that for sure, but like I put them on My Father Connecticut in a heartbeat. That's a $10 stick. And
So
I
you think first cigar, $10 would be a reasonable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could put price on it because I mean, if I'm doing an event and it's the first time anybody's ever smoked a cigar, I'm going to put them on the original Casa Cuevas, because that's a lower price point for them to try out. If I'm not a rep and I'm just in a lounge and I don't have a job to do, and they've got the Padron or the Perdomo champagne, I might recommend that just because it's a mild cigar, it's good, and that can be anywhere from about $7 to $10 or $11.
I guess the key that at the end of it, regardless his experience got now let's just take away whether or not he's gonna, right? Let's say at the end, he's gonna say no matter what cigar he smoked, cigar is shit. How much you pay for?
How much he's willing to put into
$25.
Right?
I guess the one starter, man, just did it. I guess it's up. You want them to come back and put them on something they'll enjoy, like even a Baccarat, freaking
Fuck?
torpedo. That'd be good.
I thought this was a cigar channel.
I don't like Baccarat either.
Listen, like if I got a guy and we're in Vegas and we go to Casa Fuente, you're not going to find a cigar there under like $25. And it may be the first cigar he ever smoked, but sitting down at Casa Fuente, drinking one of the mojitos with a group of friends is an amazing experience. And is that experience itself, albeit the first cigar was $25, is that experience itself worth that $25?
Well, obviously, I guess, like I say, regardless what experience this guy is gonna have, he's got shit. This guy is an ultimate. Okay, gonna walk in there, buy a cigar. Price is not the option. Price is not the question. Gonna buy a cigar, and then you're not a salesman, and then he's about to buy something like $1,000. Let's say there is gonna buy 1,000 cigar. Tell him, say, hey, I've spent about X amount of money.
No.
Okay, let
me
pick
one and let him spend as much as you can get him to spend.
Let me piggyback on that. Okay, you would spend $8, $10, $12 to go see a movie that you might not like, right?
That's the thing. We don't know if.
Same thing with a cigar. You don't know if you're gonna like it, right?
Right.
So
but
anything
I
that
will try to spend as least as possible on a cigar that on a movie that will not hype.
Well, it's the same idea. You're gonna go see the movie. It's about the experience of going to see the movie. So wouldn't you invest that same kind of money in an experience?
I don't think that's apple to apple.
Why not?
Because I'm talking about when you go see a movie, right? If it's just heavily advertised, have no, like for example, Marvel's, you'll go see it and then you'll think like $10 is fine. Let's say none of the actors that you know anything about this movie. You gotta go see it. Like, well, I kind of have to want to see a movie. You'll probably say, since I don't know anything about this movie, I want to spend as less as I possibly. So you'll probably $5 instead of $10. You know what I'm saying?
I spend as little as possible on a movie just because I hate going to movies.
That's not apple to apple. because kind of can.
Well, let's put it apples to apples. Your wife wants you to go to a movie that you know you're not gonna like.
I will spend as least as possible. I will see if I have free tickets.
Jesus Christ.
Like I will see if I can find it on demand, so I can pay nothing.
I think
You would spend whatever it takes to get into that movie because your wife wants to go.
Yeah,
But I
I'll
think
book out the entire movie.
But Tony, here's the point. I don't think you can. I don't think that's even a question that can be answered. Your original question, because you cannot separate the experience from the cigar.
True. I'm just saying for the sake of kind of like much you price.
Oh,
regardless of the experience that.
I think the atmosphere has a little bit to do with it too, because if you go to Casa Fuente in Vegas and smoke a cigar, it's going to be different than if you smoke it in my garage.
I bet smoking in your garage will be fun.
As long as you make a mojito like they do.
Yeah.
Oh no, I love Casa Fuente. That's
Yeah.
a good atmosphere.
Now, I'll tell you this: I've had a lot of good experiences at Casa Fuente because I've been there a lot, and I've never had to pay for it. That always makes it really good.
That's even better.
Usually, it's the other people paying for it that have invited me. You want another mojito? Shit, yeah, give me two.
But it's still cheaper than smoking in Utah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if I'm gonna go somewhere that's high end, I'm gonna want to go there with some sort of ambiance of people that I know and I'm gonna enjoy it with. I'm not just gonna go there just to fucking go by myself.
If I'm gonna go to a cigar lounge, it better like my expectation is that if they have something on the menu.
Oh my God! Stop it!
Oh God, here we go.
I need my Japanese toki. Where? How come you don't have it?
He's talking about Fox when he went there, and they didn't have the Japanese something or another that was on the menu.
The higher menu of Japanese whiskey they don't have.
Yeah, the other 300 bottles they had in stock didn't fucking matter. But Tony just manages to pick out the one so he can find.
No, I picked up the entire line. They don't have any of them on that specific whole page of Japanese. But that's okay. I still enjoyed it. And
that was funny though. That was something I wish I had a video of.
It was totally.
Why you not? How come you didn't tell me this is so hot? I thought this was guac. I was like, for one, that would have been like the wateriest guac in the world. But I thought you knew. You should have asked. Ask the locals, man.
Yeah. How come you not tell me? How come you not tell me?
Yeah, I loaded up that entire thing. I loaded up on that entire thing, man. My plate was like all drenched with that.
My mouth is on fire. This is so hot.
How come you don't have it? How come you?
He was like, I look at you, like, this plate barely put anything on it. I was like, wait, what?
We know better, see? Should have asked.
Those fucking tacos are good.
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
God, those tacos are so good, dude.
I will eat that, and that was.
Yeah, they're freaking. It's worth the walk in 100 degrees.
100 degrees? Oh, no, it wasn't the one walk. It wasn't even a long walk.
90s.
Yeah, it was a nice, cool, like 90 degrees or so.
Yeah.
I mean, again, hard kind of judge job prices and experience. Now, your opinion, cigar smoking a luck hobby?
What the fuck, dude? What the fuck's with the hat, dude?
What?
It's all fucking...
He's about to throw his Pokeball. That's what.
I gotta throw my Pokeballs, man. You gotta catch them all.
Right? So, yeah. Do you guys consider cigar smoking luck?
Yeah.
Yes.
Not like the way people used to view it. It's much more affordable than people really warrant.
Much more affordable. It's still a luxury, though. It's something you could do without if you needed to.
Right, it's a luxury item, but it's like any hobby that you have. It's a luxury to you.
Yeah, of course.
So, add up.
At the core of the question, do I consider cigar smoking to be a luxury? Yes. It's a luxury that's affordable to everybody. Just like I consider a vehicle, the ability to drive, a luxury. I mean, and not everybody has it. It's not affordable to everybody in every country. Not everybody chooses to do it, but it's still a luxury.
Brendan, or luck.
unnecessary.
Yeah, it kind of means not really. It means more that it's unnecessary. It's not a necessity. It's a luxury. It doesn't mean it's not affordable.
Sure, you can find it.
Okay.
In his head, yeah.
Tony is Webster's dictionary today.
Luxury, the state of great comfort and extravagant living, opulence and richness. Adjective, luxurious of the nature of luxury. That's awesome. You use the word twice in the definition of the word.
Don't use the same word. Word.
Okay, so now when you're having that cigar experience, does it feel luxurious?
Not necessarily.
Where'd you sit in Oxford?
Yeah.
Kind of price range. If you think about it, $10 can get you probably watch one movie a day.
So
Wait, is it
it's a condition of abundance or great ease and comfort, something adding to pleasure or comfort but not absolutely necessary, an indulgence in something that provides pleasure, satisfaction, or ease. It does not say it's unaffordable.
Yeah, because affordable is different to everybody. You know, I mean, what you consider a luxurious, Tony, is you know, not the same thing we consider luxurious. So, or what we consider luxurious, you might consider is just normal every day.
Like car.
Right, yeah, because you drive your AMG, right? That's or whatever it is. That's a luxury car. I drive, my Dodge Dakota. That is not a luxury vehicle. Oh Jesus Christ! Come on, dude.
I mean, I've got more money invested in cigars than I do in my car. So
I can't say the same thing.
No. Yeah, if I combined all my cars, no. Yeah, that's not a fair comparison.
No, I was gonna say if I combined all the cars I've ever bought, actually, definitely, I probably could have bought Tony's house in China.
Yeah,
if you put my tools to my cars.
If I saved all the money I spent on all of the cars I've ever owned, yeah, I definitely could have bought that house in China.
To buy my house, US, China, paying about.
I could have bought that house if I wouldn't have bought all these cars and set that money aside.
Yeah,
I only have an apartment in China. I know it's weak.
I've owned like 300 cars.
Oh my god.
Yeah, used cars.
Yeah, do they combine to that much? 300 cars?
Oh, and I can't forget my semi trucks either that I owned.
Okay. If you have semi.
So yeah, I probably could have bought a couple of the apartments at this point. God damn it! Don't make me think of that.
Yeah. So I said I'm sitting here thinking about my tools, cars. These are things I don't want to think about.
I could have bought a house with what I paid for all my tools.
Yes.
Summary, you think that is?
Yes.
Yes, it's definitely a luxury item. Should I catch this Turtwig or not?
it's a luxury item.
Oh my god!
Because something like
Catch the
tools
Turtwig.
that cost even more than cigars, we don't consider a luxury item. They're necessary.
Wait, Brendan, you still using the standard Pokeball and we use Master Balls now?
No, I that's just the one that popped up. This one I'm going to use a better Pokeball because he's a CP 965.
I gotta use much better balls to catch.
But I'm going to give him a pineapple. I'm going to give him a pineapple berry first because I want double the candies because I'm trying to evolve them.
See, and you call me a nerd, and you're fucking playing Pokemon. Come on.
It's for my kids, dude.
Yeah. But while your kids are not around, and you're fucking playing it, no, don't even.
He's probably got a Tamagotchi on his phone too. So
I gotta travel to Tokyo Dome to catch your Mewtwo.
I have one.
You?
Yeah, I have one. I just caught it like last month.
They pretty much made it easier. In the beginning, when they first came out, you gotta go to those special places just to get special. Now you can get it anywhere.
Hey, I used to just spook to Japan
That actually doesn't work that well. I actually fly down there, so I.
Not
That
all
no
of
more
us can do
Pokeball
that.
for me.
Brandon's probably got a Tamagotchi on his phone too. So
He's got Neopets and Tamagotchi still.
yeah.
There you go, Tony.
There we go. Nerd alert.
Actually, I'm not a nerd. I'm just a guy that really enjoys playing Pokemon.
Where's that glasses? You gotta put glasses on.
Yeah, where's the glasses? Yes.
Actually, this is my friend Drew. I have friends, and he has a Mewtwo also. We caught him about the same time.
Recently there's a very popular video on YouTube. Streamers. They are avatar
It's a
as the
shiny.
character, and they will play video games. And they all want to
shiny.
play Grand Theft Auto 5, right? So one of the part where guy was talking about that guy, N-word, and all so you go up there and watch N-word.
Wait, he said ninja?
I tell you, black.
A black guy can't be a ninja? That's
Exactly.
racist.
Yeah.
No. Well, in our seriousness, a real ninja, I don't think there's a real black guy
Oh yeah, there is.
because you have to be certified by a real ninja in Japan. There isn't a
Yeah,
black.
there
I've
sure
met a
is.
lot of
I saw it in the
ninjas.
movies.
There is actually a certification process.
I saw him in the movies last week.
Fake news. Fake news.
I googled it. It's true.
What's true?
There's a black ninja.
Shut up.
Where'd you see that? The internet.
The
Oh,
interwebs.
if it's on the
He's
internet, it must be
He's
true.
a French model. Bonjour.
Bonjour. Arrivederci.
Hey, wasn't there a black ninja on Power Rangers?
I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
There
Never
is
watched
one?
Power Rangers.
Really?
Nope.
He was the Black Power Ranger.
But that's not a ninja.
he was a Power Ranger. He was a ninja.
No, he's the Power Ranger, but he's not.
Yep. You know,
Difference
on the
between
first
Power Ranger and
movie,
ninja.
The first movie, there was a black. No, never mind. He was Asian.
Oh. So let's talk about this. What condition, what issue that you have over your cigar that will actually cause you to throw away that cigar? Not.
Tight draw.
I draw.
I draw. How about Brendan?
Yep. I found a real life black ninja on YouTube.
YouTube.
How do you share screen? Damn it, how do you share screen?
Now Tony wants to look for it himself.
Where is it? Where is it?
Waiting for that answer. So other than I draw, so it will actually go for cigar.
Yeah, most issues I'll go ahead and continue for the
There
most
is
part.
no really universal way to fix tie.
Mm-mm.
There you
Not
go,
that I've
Tony.
found.
There is no like. Is there a real way to kind of solve tie draw on a cigar?
Yes. There's a couple different ways. A lot of times tight draws are actually caused right around the band because the cigar has been rolled, it's been checked. Ooh, hold on. New Pokemon just popped up. And when they put the band on, sometimes it actually gets twisted right there. And so a lot of times you can actually take a cigar and roll it in your fingers and it'll break up that little section right there. So if you can find the knot, don't be shaking your head, Martin.
Doesn't work. Doesn't
I
work.
tried that. Doesn't work.
It does work. I've tried it and it works. So,
Okay. A couple ways. So all the way.
maybe you don't know how to roll a cigar properly. I mean, you just like squeeze it a little bit and go roly and it gets it out. Not every time. Like there's So there's not a set way that I say, okay, you do this, you're gonna have a good draw. Like sometimes you just cannot fix a tight draw, but sometimes rolling it, a lot of times a tight draw is actually caused at the tip where you cut it. So sometimes rolling just at that tip will open it back up, or giving it a fresh little sliver cut will open it back up because it gets just packed up with the moisture and some of the nicotine. You can also get the perfect draw or a tool like that that's just a thin shaft that's got the barbs at the end of it that you can cram down in there. You pull back out and it rips some of that tobacco out, and that'll clean up some of those draws.
I tested that many times. Never worked on.
Well, you don't put it in the side of the cigar. You put it
No,
down
like
the
right in the
center of
middle.
the cigar.
I even pulled out some back. Did not.
Then quit smoking Davidoffs, and you won't have that problem.
Never did that. I doubt I never had.
Damn it! He whacked my Pokeball away.
Really?
Yeah, look, I'm trying to catch him, dude. I need to evolve him.
You see, just like Harry, just I have.
I think Matt did the same thing earlier. But yeah, there are ways to fix it. No, is there any one foolproof way to fix every single tight draw? No. It depends on where that tight draw is coming from. Some of them just are irreparable, and that typically you'll get from a lot of places that aren't draw testing those cigars. Sometimes they get draw tested and they get pressed back in the mold, and if a guy doesn't press it back into the mold right, they get twisted right there at that same time, and that'll create a plugged area as well. So a lot of times that's from a twisting of the cigar.
Let's talk about the process of how they test it, right? How do they test that? Caps on?
Yeah, so what it is they roll they bunch and they roll the binder leaf on it. Then it goes in the press, comes out, gets rotated 90 degrees, gets pressed again. Then it comes out, and there's a lady sitting there, and she sucks on every cigar. And based on her cheek pucker, determines if it's going to pass or not. And so that way, that's where the sweet tips come from. She just uses chapstick on every one beforehand. No, there's a machine called a draw master that they use, and it's literally just a tube. And there's a guy that literally just sits there. He gets the mold, the rack, separates it, pulls each cigar out, draw tests it, puts it back in the mold. That way they know who rolled that cigar, when they rolled it, what pair did that, and so they can maintain the quality of that cigar and know exactly from beginning to end where that cigar came from and who rolled it.
And that was before the wrap.
Then then it'll go back to that pair. So, because they always work in pairs. One guy does the bunching and the binding. Then the cigars go back, and the other guy does the wrapping and the cap. So after it's draw tested, it goes back to the second guy in the pair. He puts the wrapper leaf on, he caps it, cuts the end down to length, and then it goes off to secondary quality control, where they start to color match it, look for imperfections. Then it goes to the third level, where it gets completely color matched by a woman. That's always done by women, for them to color match it, because women have a greater color spectrum than men do. And so they will sit there and actually color match a box worth of cigars. Now, this is after aging. So after the rolling, the draw testing, the wrapping, cutting, and capping, looking for imperfections in that wrapper leaf, and it just in the roll of the cigar, it goes into fermentation. It sits in an aging room for anywhere from 30 to 90 days, depending on what manufacturer's doing it, or longer. If it's a box pressed, it'll sit there longer because that round has to be pressed into a box. Then it goes for that color sorting.
That nation is great. Josh's daughter.
I hope so, man. It's time for bed.
Yeah, she said it's time for bed.
Yeah.
So do they do the draw testing before it goes into the aging room, or after
Yes.
it? So before they set it aside.
Correct. It's right after the binding, right after the bunching and the binding is done. So now it's in a round. It goes into a mold, and then that mold goes into the press, right? So we've all seen the molds, right? It's a bottom, and then the top piece comes together. It's each half of the cigar. It gets pressed, and then they will take that mold, split it, rotate the cigar 90 degrees, because if you just press it like that, you end up with a crease on both sides. Because sometimes when it presses down, it presses out into that mold, and there's a line. So you'll take that out, rotate it 90 degrees, and press it again to get rid of that line. Okay, and it could be in the press for a short period of time, half an hour to an hour. It doesn't take very long to press it. Then from that point, they take it out of the presses, that rack, and that goes over to the draw master and the guy sitting there, and he will separate the mold, put it into the draw test machine, push a foot pedal, and it'll literally just pull air through it, and there's a dial that tells them how much air it's pulling through, like what the resistance is, and it has to fall within a certain level. And so that is part of the judgment of the rollers, because they only get paid on completed cigars. They don't get paid on every cigar they roll. They get paid on every cigar they roll that goes on.
All right. So, think that it night off YouTube and then chat, guys.
Sunday.
Chat